Hello, people. Hi, how are you? Welcome to LABRISH. This is where we talk about our favorite reality TV shows. At the moment, we're talking about Love Island All Stars episode 33. And we've got a lot to get through today. We have a guest. We have our favorite opinionated content creator and rapper, Daily Deo. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome.
Good morning from America. I'm happy to be here.
It's gonna be a real fun show today. Let me just get Instagram started as well. But before we get into it, guys, please make sure you book that like button, comment, get involved in the conversation. Replay gang, you too. Subscribe to our channel. Subscribe to your aunties can never, Nana Evans hey Sade Salami and Daily Deo. Yeah.
You got
it. And then also share with like-minded people too. We want to grow this family as much as possible, guys. Yes, there's so much happening. And also, let me just say as well, Nana, I and Farah will be live in London, Box Park, Wembley, tomorrow from 2 p.m. for Dirty Debates. So go on our Instagram page. The link is there if you want to see us in person. Okay, cool. So much is happening. We're gonna get straight into it. Like, actually, first of all, who's in the chat, guys? Who's there? Who's saying
Aaliyah is in the house. Hey, Aaliyah. Sonia Barley. Sonia, you made this happen, so you know.
Yes,
it worked. Shayla is in the house, and Jordan Parker, Gilda. That's everyone, I think. Yes, I said all of them.
Yes. And how are you doing today?
Yeah.
Daya, how you doing?
Me, I'm doing great, man. I guess it's early morning over here, but I'm a morning person, so I'm up early anyway, and I'm excited to be here because I'm a big fan of you guys, honestly. So I'm honored and privileged to join you on the live and just have a conversation. This is fun.
Oh, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. We
Appreciate
really love your support. You're always involved in the chat. Do you know what I mean? Like, you help keep the conversation going, and that doesn't go unnoticed at all. So thank you for that.
You. I appreciate it.
Honestly.
It makes a difference, you know. You, Life of Bod, King Cash, just having another male voice in there as well, and just throwing in
circles. We watch it. We don't. We watch it too. You know, a lot of us get dragged into it with our companion and whatnot, but we enjoy it too. We like the goss. We like all of that stuff. We don't normally talk about it, but we're here. We're
exactly.
Yeah.
Simsima. Oh, love that.
There you go. You caught us live. Wicked. Get involved in the chat.
Yes. Okay, cool. So episode 33, there was a lot going on in this episode. We're nearing the end. Only a couple more days left. We had Molly and Alpaca. They were clashing. Tom finds out about the online speculation and he does not take it well, at least in the beginning. And has Anton got the ick? Who knows? Like, what's going on? So guys, you know the drill. Please tell us, what is your one word to describe the episode? Nana, starting with yourself, what is your one word?
My one word this one, I think I'm going to go with snake.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, I've been saying that Abacus is a proper snake, but this episode, there was levels to her snakery. Definitely.
Snake vibes. Okay. Dare?
Coven.
COVID?
Coven.
Oh.
Coven.
That's a good one, you know.
There are three in this villa. and the coven was very active in this episode.
It's true.
Oh wait, not that threw me. My word is a bit drier, but it's just drama because it was just like every single, like, actually, let me go back. Unnecessary drama. That's what it was. It was just like none of this needed to happen at all. Like, that's how I saw it. Completely unnecessary. Okay, what are people saying?
Okay, so Shantae May also says, so Daily Dio is fine. Noted. There you go. And then she says one word. Karen. Sistrin says liar. Jordan says witches. And Kamisha says delusion.
Yeah, there was people not being honest with themselves, man, not at all. Okay, so we started the episode. It was a weird one because it was like they split it in half. So like we picked up the episode for them getting ready for the evening, which usually is the end of an episode. You know, Anton's talking to Josh. He's saying that he thinks everything has turned into a massive deal, like the bust up between Josh and Georgia H. And Josh is just like, yeah, to be fair, in a sense, it's kind of her fault that it hasn't been squashed by now. She seems to be carrying it on. And do you know what I mean? Like, I just think, yeah, I think it's just like, I don't understand why they keep on going on. And Anton and Georgia H don't seem to be on the same page from the beginning of the episode, right? Do you know what I mean? That they're not aligned in this moment. Alpaca and Adam have a chat about the call. And you know,
no, on that chat, I felt like that was a bit snaky of Anton or two-faced.
You think?
Yeah, I wouldn't be happy if let's just even say my boyfriend, not even my husband, but my boyfriend or somebody I'm seeing is talking to somebody I'm beefing with and being like, I'm stringing it out. I would expect more allegiance to, you don't talk to that person about me because I'm beefing them.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Okay,
I gotta disagree, and I get where you're coming from. You're looking for that blind loyalty.
A bit, yeah.
Yeah, you looking for that. Yeah, nah. Yeah. See, the problem is like men, like we just think different. So Anton realizes that she's tripping. He can't tell her she's tripping because he's not in a position in their relationship to be able to say you tripping, because she holds all the power in that relationship. So instead of him being just straight up with her like Josh would do and just tell her, hey, you tripping, he'll just go agree with the guys behind her like, yeah, she kind of tripping, but he won't, but in front of her he won't act like that though.
Yeah,
so
no, that's what he displayed. Yeah, but I think he knows because their relationship is insecure, right?
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
He knows she's tripping. Yeah, like he knows she should have dropped this a long time ago because it truly should be irrelevant. Even if she is going to be delusional and act like she believes that she likes him, even though we all know she doesn't. Yeah, it should be irrelevant if that's where you're going with it. So the fact that she's still talking about it, he knows she's tripping. But I feel he just can't tell her that.
I feel like no, he can't tell her, but he shouldn't be talking to Josh though. Do you know what I mean? Like that's the thing. Like okay, like take it to the heart. He can take it to the heart. He doesn't have to talk to him. Like Josh is the enemy at the moment, and also as well, Josh and her have history. Like do you know what I mean?
Very physical history. Josh is the voice of common sense right now. And we see in this episode that Anton is getting to a point where like his backbone is starting to, because everybody has a breaking point. And he's been a world-class simp this entire like he's been a shining example for all simps to follow. Yeah. So like that's a heavy burden to bear, and it's getting too heavy for him. So like we kind of see him breaking at the end, but I mean it's just she's tripping, and like he knows he's tired of her as well because he doesn't feel that authentic connection, even though he's trying to go along with we're going from strength to strength. He didn't believe that when he said it. He didn't believe it when he said it.
At this point, he's just saying words. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's just words. Yes, we are going to talk about Love is Blind as well this episode. It might be a little bit of a long one. But yeah, we're going to get through this and then
just tell me to shut up if I start rambling. Just tell me.
You're good. Yeah, so like Alpaca and Adam, they're chatting about the call. Basically, she was just giddy. Like she was just so giddy in this conversation. Like my friend said this, my friend said that, da, 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 da. And she was like, "Show you all your muscles." She was like, da, da, da. You're for me, and this, that. It was just like relax, just turn it down. Like, do you know what I mean? Like he's going on like he likes you, so you don't need to do all this. Just chill, breathe. You know what I mean? But she is legit unique. She's completely
part of the coven.
Yeah,
she is.
Is she the leader or is she just a regular?
No. Her all of the witches have like a special gift. Okay. Like that makes them who they are and makes us relate to them the way that we do. And hers is her selfishness. Specifically, She is the witch of selfishness. And the reason, like, and the thing with selfishness is it's a really relatable trait. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all have it, like, innately. Like, so it's there are times when Abacus, as you refer to her, there are times when she can almost come across as semi-adorable because there's this childlike quality to selfishness. Like, babies are the most selfish beings on earth, but we still like them. But yeah, but like, it's also because, like, it shows up in ways that we relate to. Like, you know, with her whole, like, the older you get, the freakier you get. Like, she's just like she's following impulses, and like that's where irresponsible behavior comes from. When you just go off impulse, you just do what feels good in the moment. It's selfishness at its root. So, like, we relate to that. So sometimes we can relate to her, and sometimes she can come off as authentic, and her emotions are real. Like, she's a real person, but she's just extremely selfish. And that's the thing. We see it in this entire interaction, and in the way she talks to Molly after it, and she's like being defensive when she was the one.
Let's get there. Definitely, like, but where she's with. Go on, sorry. Would you say no?
Carry on. I'm thinking that's a.
No, she is, but like that, I definitely saw she did seem very sneaky with Adam for sure. Do you know what I mean? But Adam is showing at the moment, at least, he is saying, like, you know what, you're like, this is obviously all still new. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, I've never felt this way about meeting someone like straight away and having these types of feelings. So he's kind of in it, I guess. Do you know what I mean? Do you think like Adam is a safe person for her at this point? No,
no, he's got a ride to the end with her. Obviously, they've only got like 3 more days or something. But when they come out, Adam is going about his business.
You think
maybe one photo shoot he'll do with her, but I don't see this lasting. I don't think he's actually that into her. I still see that repulsed face whenever they kiss. He always recoils away from her. He's not into her. Yeah,
he may just be a weirdo. Like, I get where you're coming from. He just might be weird. Like, that just might be his facial expression. Like, he's a very awkward person, just in general, in my opinion. So, like, I don't know if it's because he doesn't like her. I don't believe in their relationship just because I don't believe in any of these relationships, to be honest.
Yeah,
but no, I mean, I don't know if he does. He might actually like her. Like, I really can't read that guy.
Yeah,
I don't think he does. You know, I actually don't think that she is his type of woman.
I don't. Yeah, I agree with that. I think she's too tall, and I think he prefers brunettes.
I don't know. I don't know if he gets to have a type. in general, like, if I don't know if he's popular amongst the women because he's very awkward.
You know what? Do you know what he has going for him? His size and his physique. Like, that's what he has. Like, he's tall, he's muscular, he can get away. I think he can pull women.
He's just big. Like, he's puffy. Like, there's no definition to his muscles. Like, his arms are huge. But his arms are huge, but when he flexes them, like, there's no heel. Yeah. Like, it's just a glob.
He is a big guy.
He's a big guy. So
yeah, I don't know. I don't see it. But I'm not a female, so I don't.
Okay.
Maybe it's not for me to see.
Adam is pulling a Georgia H. Sonia Barley says, there's a certain type of chick he could get.
Yeah.
And I don't even think it's Arabella. Like, really, really, on paper, everything he does, he was a stripper, he's a wrestler. Yeah. I don't even think Arabella would like him. Like, would not go for him. It's not gonna happen.
I agree with you. Like, not in a respectable way. I don't think it aligns with her career, like that, her trajectory, what she wants to go on as well. Like, I don't think so. She wants to, like, she's gone from dating like Premiership. I'm pretty sure it was Premiership footballers to an Irish wrestler. No. No, I'm not saying that Irish in a bad way, but I'm just like, in terms of like being global, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna date a wrestler, they need to be in the WWF or something, like not in some obscure thing.
I think it's WWE now.
WWE. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sure. When we were like 10 years old, it was called WWF.
I think she's adjusted her aspirations.
You think? No. As soon as she gets out, it's gonna go back. Trust me.
No, I really think she has come down a peg, and she's going for something else now. I don't think she's trying to be international anymore. I think she has enough self-awareness for that.
Yeah.
To not think that she's international.
I don't know. The ego, though. I don't know. We'll see anyway. And also as well, she's like hyped up because of her friend's conversation, right? So she thinks that everyone supports her right now. Like, do you know what I mean? So I feel like her ego has been inflated. Like, I think she's believing the source. Do you know what I mean? Like she's in love with herself right now.
Oh yeah, I guess, and they really don't know how sorry this season has been. So they probably think it has more buzz than
exactly
that.
So Georgia H and Anton, they were having just a quick conversation about the call, and she talks about Josh and do you know what I mean, her letting her defenses down with Anton now. She was rambling about Josh for a little while, and then she was just like, oh yeah, and my family really like you and they want to meet you. And like Anton's like, yeah, okay, that's the bit that I'm interested in. Do you know what I mean? You have a bit of that conversation. Then you see Sophie, Josh, Jess, and Callie all having a bit of a chat again, talking about, there's a lot of this repetition about them talking about the calls. Sophie basically, just tells Josh that, my family, they weren't too sure about you because of the whole Joanna thing. Do you know what I mean? But like they're warming to you more now. But Georgia H really pissed me off. Like your name has been in her mouth all friggin' day, and it's bloody annoying. And she's saying that Georgia H is saying that we are trying to bring her and Anton down so we can get up. And Sophie was just like, we don't need to get up. Because we're already up. We're not going anywhere.
I like Sophie now. I mean, I've always liked Sophie, but these last couple episodes, I've really appreciated how she's been like the only sensible. Well, not the only. Jess and Molly are pretty sensible as well, but she's been really like I really appreciate how she's presented herself these last few episodes.
Yeah,
and kind of like stood up to the BS.
Honestly.
Honestly, and stays away from them as well. I noticed that about her. Like she's
not fake with it. She's not fake with it.
I like her. Yeah. The comments ain't really liking her though. But
really?
Yeah, she's still getting a lot of hate from all.
You talking about amongst the other community?
The Facebook moms and even on Love Island posts as well. Actually, on Instagram, Sophie does still get quite a bit of hate. Yeah, but still, she's gonna be great when she comes out. I think she's actually gonna do really, really well.
I think so too.
Maybe not LOL, but she could get a deal. I think a Pretty Little Things or a Boohoo. I think she could get a deal. Definitely.
She has a fan base now. She has a fan base. And the people who don't like her there's no reason to like her other than prejudice. There's literally no reason other to like her. So it doesn't matter. Those people don't matter.
No, exactly.
I'm liking her. This was a good move for her, actually, for Sophie, because I wasn't sure at first, but I actually think this has been a good move for her. Not like Kaz, but
it's worked in her favor. So then we have a quick cut to George S and Toby, who are now legit the most boringest couple. Like they're so boring. It's just like, do you know what I mean? She's telling him about the call, and she says, like, I don't know, the way she set up was so annoying. She's like, oh yeah, Danny was asking, like, now we're exclusive. What does that even mean? Do you know what I mean? No, you want to know what it means. You're framing it under Danny, but you want to know what it means. Toby is just like, yeah, what does it even mean? I was just like, Toby, he knows where this is going, And George S is just like, look, I don't have a clue, but usually people are together. Toby just pushed back immediately. He was just like, look, like, we haven't even met each other's families. We need to do that. Georgia S was just like, yeah, but like, so after we meet each other's families, we're together? Is that what it means? He's like, yeah. But I think she pushed him into it, And then he's like, yeah, like, so she says, so what does that, so if someone asks me, what does it mean? What should I say? And he says that we're locked in. And I specifically remember him saying locked in, right? Do you know what I mean? That's what he said. And I was just like, Toby, you know full well this isn't going to translate in her culture. Like, I don't know why he's doing this. He's like pushing it onto her. Do you know what I mean? Especially her with her long natural hair. Like, no, she's getting it wrong. She's already getting it wrong. Do you know what I mean? So why would he add to it? But yeah, I just thought that was a bit cringy. She was
Toby
begging
likes
it
this
a
kind
little
of
bit.
crazy.
Say again?
Toby likes this kind of crazy.
Yeah,
he does.
This is his kind of crazy.
Does.
See,
He does.
Georgia S is obviously the second witch, and her power is delusion.
Yes.
Okay.
It is strictly delusion.
Okay.
She has an elite level of delusion, and it's like the psychology behind it is actually fascinating, and I have a whole theory behind that, but that would take way too long to explain. But essentially, you have to treat her because the delusion is taking over reality at this point. So you almost have to treat her like an alien that's attempting to act human, but their only training was like watching soap operas. So like she's trying really hard. Like you can tell like she's actually trying to be what she says she is, but she has no idea how to.
Yes.
Because the delusion is too strong. So like it's almost to a point for me now when I watch it, because it was getting to a point where I was starting to feel like visceral, like Olivia in season 9, where every time she speaks, like I get angry.
Yeah.
But once I understood that, oh no, like this is an alien attempting to act human, but they have no human experience. So like this is like they're doing the best they can. She's trying as hard as she can to be a human being.
Yes.
She doesn't know how.
She is always acting. Yeah, I see it.
She doesn't know how to be a real person. Like it is strictly delusion.
Like a psychopath, right? Do you know what I mean? So when they're pretending to fit in, when they're pretending to be normal, it's like awkward, and do you know what I mean? It feels weird. She gives off weird vibes.
But she has so many characters.
But she's really trying. Like she's actually trying to be a real person. She doesn't know how.
Toby knows. The way Toby fobbed her off with, I've got to meet your family, you got to meet my family. He knows none of that shit is happening, or it would have happened.
Remember when they were arguing a few episodes ago? Like they weren't really arguing, but she was trying to argue with him, and he was just kind of like laughing a lot of it off. He knows this already.
Yes,
he understands that she's not a real person. Well, so like, but he just goes around it.
Yeah.
And he can.
There's no resolution. You can't. Just like y'all were saying that the girl she was talking to, you didn't feel like she was really her friend.
Danny.
Like you feel like that's not her real friend.
Yeah.
I don't
because
know.
you feel like they're not really like close like that, like spending time together. Just like her friendship with Joanna. Wasn't that like weird and fractured?
It's
exactly. Like it's hard for her to really develop human relationships. So even her romantic one, like with Toby, like it's not a normal human relationship. He just knows how to manage it.
Which I know, like, and someone has mentioned it, Kamisha. Like these are their tendencies, their narcissistic tendencies. Where you can't relate to people normally. You have awkward relationships. Your relationships are transactional most of the time as well. Like she's given tendencies. She really is.
She definitely is. Yes, I think Toby likes him crazy. He does, because Chloe is a different type of kooky as well. So there's definitely a type of woman that he likes that is a bit unhinged. And Shatara says, we really enjoy watching your videos on Love Island. Yeah, your videos are cool. I love them.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes.
She's just an Aries. She wants what she wants in that moment. Do you agree, Sade, as an Aries? Do you see a kinship with her?
Absolutely not. I don't know. Like, I think she's so, you know what, to be fair, I think she's she's very destructive. Like, you know, I'm like I'm not super into star signs anymore anyway, do you know what I mean? But like, yeah, she's the destruction of it all. Yes, I can see that, because it's just like, if I do not get my way, everything is going to go up in flames. Like, do you know what I mean? Burn it all to the ground. I can operate in chaos. Yeah, yeah, I can see those things. Like, chaos doesn't throw her off. It's fine.
She's not an Aries. You can't calculate an alien's birthday. And then that's an offense to Aries, because my grandmother is an Aries, or my grandmother was an Aries.
Yeah.
Rest her soul, and she's the best person ever. So like, no, Georgia's not an Aries. We don't know when or where she's from.
You said when. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna go with that answer. She's not an Aries, Nana.
Oh God.
Okay, so we pop back to Soph, Josh, Jess, and Callie, and Jess now is talking about her call that she spoke to Demi Sims, and like she's, you know, it just literally cut to the part where she's talking about the speculation of Callie and Molly, about them potentially getting back together. Cal's face is just like, what? Like, do you know what I mean? Just starts laughing. What was funny was Sophie was like, stop. Do you know what I mean? She's like telling to stop laughing and stuff, so she can see Cal's reaction. And you know, Callie's just like, you know what, it's so easy for people to have outside opinions. That chapter is done, and you know, people really just want the fairy tale to happen, which I think, like, for the most part, just reassured Jess and Soph as well. Do you know what I mean? Because she's looking out for her girl, like, in that moment. So it was kind of cute. I believed him. I can't lie.
I do actually. I can't lie. I wasn't sure before, but I actually do really believe them that they're not going to get back together. I think it truly is done.
It's because of Callum, though.
Yes,
Molly would.
Yeah, absolutely.
Molly is still like, there's still a part of Molly that's looking for that spark.
Yeah,
watching to see if he looks at her a certain way, if he smiles at her a certain way, if he pulls her, you know. So she would be open to it, but I think Callum, he knows what will be required of him in that relationship, and he's not prepared to give it. So he knows that that's not for him. So I think he still likes and appreciates her, like, for who she is, but he knows that relationship, for whatever reason, didn't bring him the peace that he's looking for.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
Yet it's not happening. I think exactly what you said, Dio. Like, literally, it is. Callum ain't on it. It's never gonna happen, really. So yeah. We all have to let that one go. They're not going to be together.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I slightly think I want to move on, but I slightly think maybe not right now. But
he might get to a point where he's ready. Like, she is older than him, you know. So he may get to a point at some point where, you know, he's ready to give her. Like I said, he knows what she requires. That's the issue.
Oh, is she older? How old is Callum?
Didn't y'all say? I think y'all were saying that she was 29 and he was like 27, right? And then what everybody was saying.
You know,
I can't even remember.
I think,
but like,
right. We could go over this.
The thing is, it's just like, I think he wants to be free and he wants to explore more. Do you know what I mean? So he doesn't want to lock himself down before summer. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think it's just
he's not ready to give her what she wants.
Yeah, exactly that. So Molly and Tom have a conversation again about their chat, about the calls and everything like that. And she was saying, oh, you know, it was Sophie and Nelly, her dog, and saying that Nelly was looking at the camera. Well, we didn't see that at all. We saw the dog trying to escape. Do you know what I mean? And she was saying, oh, you know, how proud they were of her and everything like that. And she was just like, yeah, they really like you. And that was that. And I was just like, okay, Molly, you've left a big chunk out of this whole conversation. And then we go straight to Tom, Alpaca, Georgia H and Anton on the daybeds, and Alpaca's just literally gone in straight. Yeah, the Molly and Callum situation, you know, do you know what I mean? Like, that came from Jess's convo, it came from this convo, that convo, and it was just like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, so Tom's back is up immediately. He's just like, oh, well, there must be something, they must have seen something, there must be something there. And Alpaca's just digging a hole. She's like, no, I sat down with Molly, it's not that. It's not the reason why she was quiet. Did Tom know that she was quiet? He didn't even know that. Like, you're just making it worse. She's just making it worse. You know, Georgia H pipes in and she's just like, you know what it is? The public just love Molly. They love Cal. They want to see them together. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously they originated their love story in a previous series. Yeah, it was just weird. Like, Tom was just like, you know what, this is, the whole thing is shit because it's coming from 3 different people. Anton was surprisingly quiet, in my opinion. Like, I don't understand why he was so quiet, but his face looked like, what is this? Like, what is being said at this moment? And yeah, Alpaca then starts to say, oh, go on.
Finish the scene.
No, I was going to say that she then starts to say, like, you know what, I think you should speak to Molly about it. Her best friend, then she drops in, her best friend did ask if there's still anything between her and Cal as well. Just like, what is this woman? Do you know what I mean? And Tom is just left feeling like a dickhead, essentially. Do you know what I mean? Like, he was just like, I would have been, it would have been better if she had told me herself. And this is why you never open up to a girl.
Yeah.
Thoughts.
Is Georgia the next witch?
Oh yeah. Yeah. You already know. Y'all knew who they were when I said y'all. You already knew who they were.
Theory of what her witchiness is. What's her witchiness power?
Yeah, she's stupid. Stupid.
100%.
And we have enough evidence. Like this. Remember, this is the person that's supposedly meditating. This is the person that was talking to Casey's grandfather. Like, she's not bright. And then she tries to, like, that's why she couldn't explain. That's why they shouldn't have been the ones talking to Tom about this
at all.
Because all they're gonna do is make him feel away. They can't articulate this properly. Arabella because she's a child, and Georgia because she's too stupid.
Yeah.
That's why she keeps having that same conversation with Josh and thinks that she can, like, win it somehow. That's why, like, she was so impressed with what Olivia Atwood said, and that, oh, now that's the Bible, you know, like, I must be, everything I'm doing must be right because Olivia Atwood said so. Like, that's how a stupid person thinks.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
100%. 100%. Seriously. But Alpaca here, what do you think her intention was? What was her intention with this conversation?
She's a child. Like I said, this is her selfishness. She's a child, so she wanted Tom to know. She wanted Molly to tell Tom immediately. Molly didn't tell Tom immediately, so now she's like, "You didn't do what I want you, so I'm gonna go do it." That's just that impulsive, childish, selfish behavior. She wants Tom to know, and she doesn't care if she does it in a messy way because now she has the result she was looking for. Ultimately, like they do want to knock Molly and Tom because everybody can tell Molly and Tom is the most popular couple, the most liked couple. So they were voted the most good-looking couple, and remember Arabella thought she was going to get that.
She even ranked.
She thought she was going to be in the most attractive couple. So like when Molly and Tom won that, she's been feeling a way about Molly ever since. And remember, this is a selfish child.
Yeah.
So she's going to do whatever she has to do to kind of make their relationship drop down a bit. So she wanted Tom to know. She wanted to be messy, and she wanted it to blow up because Molly didn't. You have to go tell him, Molly.
You know what? That's exactly it. She really thought that this was going to go left for them. Obviously, they know all the days that are left. They know that especially these moments, if there's a big argument that can, like, you can lose just off of one argument and people lose faith in your relationship. She knew exactly what she was doing. It just didn't go the way she thought.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't end in the way that she thought it was. I think she really thought that Tom was going to kick off more and be like, no, I don't trust her. and it didn't really work. Because you see how they left Jess alone because Jess was so chill. Like, was like, okay, cool, you know, I take his word for it. So there was no pressing of Jess. So then they had to go for Tom. I'm glad he didn't go Wiley though, but that's really not him. He's only got like 5 words. So yeah.
And Arabella would still take Tom over the dude she's with.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yes.
So there's also,
to be fair, this is the thing. That Adam's too old by her standards anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Adam's a weirdo. That's what it is. Like Adam's just a weirdo. Like he could, I think she would be with a 31-year-old, but just not a weird 31-year-old.
I don't know.
I think she would, but he'd need to be very rich. Like she's basically a Sloaney. Like he would need to be rich, set up. Then I think she'd go for an older man, but not a wrestler, a jobbing wrestler. Like that's not gonna work.
Crazy.
And her brethren knows that too.
Yes.
Who's like,
do you know her friend? Yeah, I was thinking, who does she remind me of? And have you guys seen Matilda?
Yeah.
And no, not Matilda, the witches.
Okay.
You know, like the witches, yeah. And like she looks like
it's probably the one that trained her.
Yeah, she is. She is the madam. She absolutely is. Like there is no doubt about it. That woman.
That's the house she's from.
Yeah.
That's her. Yeah.
Honestly, it was just like, this is the witch. She's the high witch. But anyway, so yeah, Alpaca and Molly like buck up in the kitchen, and Molly was just like, what is that all about? Do you know what I mean? Alpaca's like, you know, walking her away from the kitchen because she doesn't want to see him. She's just like, you know, yeah, you should have told him. You should have actually just told him, yeah, don't come at me. It's not a big deal. I'm not going to let you make this a big deal. You should have told him immediately. And Molly's just like, her point was like, if I thought it was a big deal, I would have told him. I didn't feel like I needed to because it's irrelevant. And that, don't you think you should have spoken to me first before you actually said anything to him? And she's just like, Alpaca was just not having any of it. She was just like, don't have a go at me. Like, do you know what I mean? I thought it would have been better coming from me because you haven't said anything, coming from me as your best friend. Eh?
How can you force a friendship on somebody, you know? She actually was forcing herself.
She really is. She's
a child, man. I'm telling y'all, this is a little kid.
She really is.
No, it's true. It's true. Because that is actually ridiculous to say my best friend. Like, as the eldest in there, to be talking about other people being your best friend.
The most ridiculous thing she said was, don't make me feel bad about this. And because that translates that translates into don't hold me accountable.
Yeah.
Like, don't make me feel bad. Why would you feel bad? If she truly believes she didn't do anything wrong, she wouldn't feel bad. So that wouldn't be what you would say. She would feel bad because she knows she did something wrong. So don't hold me accountable for what I did because I'm your friend and you love me. That's how kids think.
This is it, man. I was just like, what a bitch.
And this is the second time Molly didn't pop off when she should have.
Yes.
Like Molly is like, her composure is to be commended because she should have swung on Georgia when they were at that little meet and greet thing. And Georgia was talking about like, I already know Tom. Like she really should have swung on Georgia, and she should have swung on Arabella here. Like she should have just popped.
But you know what? Yeah, this is the thing. This is why it always gets me when people are just like, oh yeah, it's to be admired. But is it though? Because the thing is, it's just like you can have composure, but because you have composure, people like Arabella can come and try it with you as well. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if you don't show people that you're not the one, they will always try you.
Can I cuss? Is cussing allowed?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So in the video after that meeting where, you know, like I just said, where Molly should have popped Georgia.
Yeah.
I specifically talk about the amount of fuckery in this villa, and it's like, and the only reason it's allowed is because of the population of that villa. Like that kind of fuckery doesn't survive in our community.
Yeah.
You don't just get to act like this.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna touch you. Like you don't just get to act like this. Like especially like to my 100%. Face. You know what I mean? But they live in for whatever reason they allow this kind of fuckery, and she's just this is how this survives, and that's why this season has been so frustrating to watch, because we don't live like this
at all.
You don't act like this and then call me your best friend. Like, what?
It's such a violation. It was such a violation, man. Seriously, I was just like, nah. Alpaca is gassed. She's actually gassed that Adam likes her. She's had some positive feedback. Now she's just, and the thing is, you know what was infuriating me as well was just like, you're just laying like you're on some chaise lounge or something. Like, do you know what I mean? Like just casually just saying, yeah, you know, like don't deep this. Like, are you freaking crazy? Like, you're trying to blow up my relationship and you're talking about don't deep this. Are you all right?
She's coming for the queen of the villa.
Oh,
she knows Molly has that spot.
Yeah.
And she's rattling her to take it from her. But Arabella, it's because her madam said to her, I'm getting calls from all different areas and people are saying like that you're doing really well and they really love you. And she thought, okay, I can take down Molly.
Yeah.
It's a rude awakening for all of them.
Exactly. Nah, Molly's kind of undefeated. Yeah, so there was a little scene where the other guys are in the kitchen. Anton's telling them exactly what's happened. Then Alpaca and Molly come back into the kitchen, and you know they're still going back and forth on it. You know, Alpaca's like, "Oh, you know, Tom's not annoyed," and Molly's just like, "Well, I think I know him, and I know that he's annoyed." Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and actually, you're not even understanding my point of view, so let's just stop talking about it. And then Georgia H then jumps in and she's just like, oh, well, what's your point of view? Because I discussed it as well. And it's just like, just shut up.
And you know what? Now I'm not going to unsee it. She is so stupid for real.
She is.
I haven't framed it under stupidity, but really it is. Like,
she's a donut.
Really
she's just stupid. Like, we're all, hey, look, everybody has their gifts.
Yeah.
Everybody has their, you know, like she's just the mental is just not.
And then Alpaca then ends up storming off. She's like, it's just unfair. It's so fucking unfair. I'm not falling out with my best friend. You
baby toddler.
Exactly.
Toddler.
She storms off. Like,
she's storming off. This is a temper tantrum. This is
crazy.
Selfish.
Yeah.
Crazy. Callum and Jess have a quick chat again about the call and about the whole situation. Callum basically reassures Jess, I don't think there's much more to this, and she's just like, look, I might be being a mug, but I'm not getting the impression anything's a thing. So that was that. Molly and Georgia H have a quick chat, and then Tom comes out and Molly chats to Tom. Molly basically just says like, look, I didn't tell you because first of all it's irrelevant, and also if I was in your shoes I wouldn't want to hear it. That was her thing. I do think that this is a bit of a cop-out for Molly, because I actually generally think she should have said something. Do you know what I mean? Because it was gonna go around. This is the second time in the villa. You should have really said something, really. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit she should have,
but only because of where they are though. Because of where they are, because in real life, if your friends and family kept coming to you saying, so you're going to get back with so-and-so, you're going to get back with so-and-so, you wouldn't go home to your ex and saying, everybody keeps asking me if I'm going to get back with my ex, because that would make them feel a certain way. But because of where they are and the fact that it would eventually come out at some point, yes, you probably should have told them, but I don't think she needed to tell him immediately. That could have been something that, like, she could have taken her time telling him that. Like, that was like that same night, wasn't it? It wasn't like a next day. That was that same night. Like, maybe she was going to tell him when they went to bed. You know what I mean? Like, just her friend wanted to, you know, set it off, so she wouldn't have just told him immediately. But yeah, like, so I get it. Molly should have told him, but I don't feel like there was like this rush to tell him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like because of the environment, she should have, because she shouldn't have given anyone the ability to say anything before she did. It's better it comes from her, because obviously Jess was always going to tell Cal. So like, if you are into your thing and you want to protect it, you get in there first. Like, do you know what I mean? So
it's also a risk assessment though. It's a risk assessment too, because I think ultimately she knew it wasn't a big deal. So like, even though it happened, like she wasn't like devastated that he found out. She was annoyed. Because she knew ultimately she could have a conversation with him. She knew her and Callum were straight. So it wasn't going to turn into anything serious. She was just annoyed that, okay, it came out like this, but she took a calculated risk by not telling them immediately because she felt like she could trust the people in the villa enough to at least give her a couple of hours.
Yeah.
And it just turned out to be a bad gamble, but it wasn't devastating. So she wasn't like, so it wasn't a big deal ultimately. And that was her point entirely. Like this isn't, and that's why she was saying to Arabella, like, we're not gonna fall out because ultimately it's not a big deal. Like, you're not threatening my relationship right now. So we're not gonna fall out. But you had no business telling them when you did, and I'm entitled to my opinion, and she was 100% right about that. Like, I really love Molly's composure because she just should have smacked her.
She's honestly,
because I wouldn't be able to. Cameras there or not, how she holds back from just going in on people and telling them about themselves is crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that either. So Molly's conversation with Tom kind of just ends on like, like they squish it. Do you know what I mean? Like, he trusts her, like, and he promises not to sulk about it. Then we see Josh and Georgia H. This shitty conversation. So yeah, she's just like, oh, let's try again. So basically, she's talking about her convo that she had with Olivia that, she asked her, does she think that Josh has been a good friend? And her response was like, she was disappointed. Now, obviously, Georgia H is taken as like, okay, that means that whatever Olivia's seen is the voice of the nation. Do you know what I mean? So that's what it is. And Josh is just like, look, my intentions, do you know what I mean? It's not my opinion, because I think Georgia H is just like, okay, what is your intention with saying these negative things? And she's trying to draw meaning from it where there's no meaning. And this kind of goes into like her whole kind of like fake spirituality. That's what I'm going to call it now, because it's just not. No, it's not what she thinks it is. And he's just like, yeah, my opinion shouldn't be valid. You know what I mean? And like, to be honest, he's probably the most honest person in the villa. I don't think anyone can say anything about that. Like, he speaks his mind the most. Georgia H was just like, you know what, if she says something, she's not the person to beat around the bush, she would say what it is. And he hit her with the but my opinion shouldn't matter. Do you know what I mean? And this is where you start to see her flinch, because she was just like, she was not liking his responses. Like, he was just being like measured about it, and she weren't liking it. And it really made me think that maybe in the past their relationship has been so explosive, and then maybe it turns into like passionate sex or something, like, do you know what I mean? Like, kind of thing. And that's what she's trying to get a rise out of him. Do you know what I mean? Like, she was like interrupting him, like they're trying to go back and forth, like she's just not letting him finish a sentence, and he's just like, you know what, like, you keep on butting in, and for me, like, being a bad friend to you would be lying, and I haven't lied to you. I've just given my opinion. And yeah, I think she just got really, I don't know, to me, she looked like she had a look of resentment, regret, and shame all in her eyes all at one time. Like, there was a lot going on. And like, Josh is just like, look, let's just stay away from each other and everything like that. Do you know what I mean? And her ending line was just like, you know what's funny? Do you think that I'm really surprised that Olivia didn't mention that 70% of the villa were chatting about me, and you'd think if that was the case, she would bring it up, and she didn't. And I was just like, this bitch is wrong and strong. Like, you know what I mean?
Y'all remember how it would be sometimes when Liberty tried to make a point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liberty is adorably stupid.
This is true.
Yeah,
this is true.
We still like Liberty. She's adorably stupid. Like, Georgia it's a different kind of stupid.
Yeah. It's, you know what it is? It's that stupid with the ignorance of I'm right.
Yeah,
it's really annoying.
It's almost an arrogant stupid.
Yeah,
it's like it's a smug stupid.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
She's smug, exactly. She's smug with her stupidness, and it's like, no, that's offensive. Again, I don't know how he didn't just cuss her out. I'm glad he just got up and went about his business. I would never talk to her again. Like, I wish he didn't even call her.
Yeah, and like you said, she's looking for deeper meaning behind it, and it's like the reason he said it was because it was asked as part of a game,
right?
She's forgotten all of that.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that's how it came up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. This is it.
Mad. It's mad. But yes, Shayla saying Josh is vindicated. Josh and Soph to win. There's definitely, in the span of the whole episode, she showed herself too many times. There has been a change again. Like Josh is more favorable.
Okay.
I don't know why, but somehow
I fully support Josh now.
Yeah,
that's and I said it because like that's why I said like Josh and so what's her name, Sophie. Josh and Sophie are the Cayenne and Nam of this villa. Like they're them having to take a stand against this utter stupidity. Like her standing there and looking at them like they were ridiculous when they just broke out in tears when they found out they were getting video messages. Her saying that she's gonna pop off if Georgia keeps saying it, and her actually telling Georgia to shut up when they were all sitting around talking about it. Like, they are the Cayenne and Nam of this villa. I'm fully behind them because juxtaposed to everything else is going on. Like they have my support. I fucks with Josh 100%. He's not annoying me anymore because just in comparison, he's at least the type of person I could have a conversation with.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the truth of the matter.
Yeah.
All of them are absolute airheads. Jordan says, I haven't seen her clean her chakras. I think they're clogged. She actually did.
She doesn't know what chakra means.
Yeah, she doesn't at all.
She
had some spray and she was like, it clears your chakra, and she got it from Costa Rica. I was laughing my ass off. I was thinking, classically, that white woman that goes on spiritual tourism and people just take their money left, right, and center and sell them things. I too would sell her lots of stuff. Like she's so delusional. It's crazy.
She really is. She really is. Georgia has stupid entitlement.
She does.
Oh, okay. So Molly and Callie, they have a bit of a quick conversation. I don't even know if there was a real reason for this. I think the only thing what we just saw is them being friends. However, I don't know about you, but I was looking at the eyeline and she kept on looking at his mouth, which in body language means that you want to kiss him. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, Molly probably does want to, but I think
she does.
I think Cal is absolutely like, I cannot.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. No,
I cannot.
You're too much, babe. And the thing is, probably for things like that, I know, like, you know, I get like the reasons against and stuff and everything like that, or like for her not saying anything. But like for Cal, I could just see it like, if you're a person who doesn't just like say, oh, this is everything all at one time, is gonna keep him second guessing about things. He wants it simple. He don't want no stress, nothing. Like, do you know what I mean? And Molly's a bit more kind of like, okay, I'm going to think about the impact of this, and I'm not going to say everything all at once. Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. And I think Cal is a bit more simple. Like,
and Callum is also very measured, because there have been a couple of instances where Josh has literally essentially called Callum a bitch to his face.
Yeah,
and he just doesn't say anything. Like he just acts like he doesn't notice it and moves on. So I think Callum just, if he doesn't want to get involved for whatever reason, he's not going to get involved. And Tom may be.
Go on.
It's tough because I feel like a lot of things that Tom says, we just saw him say to Sammy. So it's tough, but Tom is pretty laid back, and he may be more prepared emotionally to, you know, be what Molly wants right now.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, he's younger as well. He's only 24. Do you know what I mean? Like he hasn't experienced as much.
Yeah, so she may be able to mold him a little bit as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, like that may actually work a little bit. You know what I mean? But I forgot what we were talking about.
No, I agree. I think he probably is a bit more what she's after, and he's eager. And I think that's what she was after from Cal, and was not going to give her eagerness.
Yeah, no, like it's like he moans every time he kisses her. Like, he's into it. Like he really likes him some Molly. You know what I mean?
That was so moist.
That was funny though. I love Josh for that. I do. This is the thing. Josh is. I am warming to Josh so much more. Like he actually is a joker. But just doing that and them all laughing about it as well. I was like, Josh is a vibe. Like nobody can't say nothing. He's
no, I actually fucks with Josh, and I'm surprised that I'm saying that because I didn't.
Same. So we move on. We have Georgia H and Georgia S, the two G's, two delusional witchy G's. That just this conversation made my eyes roll. It was this peak whiteness. Do you know what I mean? They were just talking about like Georgia S being exclusive and what that means, and like, you know, she then relays to Georgia H that, you know, he's saying that we're locked off when Toby said we're locked in. Do you know what I mean? It's just like you're already destroying the thing. Do you know what I mean? And she's just like, you know, I prefer this abbreviation for sure. It's much more cool. It's just like, oh, you're just playing in our culture. She's a foolish girl.
Cool or anything like that, it pisses me off because it reconfirms the girl that she is, and then makes me hate Toby that he is partaking in this shit.
That he's chosen her.
He's a novelty. He's literally a novelty to her.
Yeah.
Like, look at this cool thing that he made up. You know, isn't that so creative and unique and different?
You know, she's going to parade him to her. Like Toby's gonna talk, and then she's gonna look at her friends like, he said that. He's so black. You can see, my black boyfriend. It's like,
I understand what it means because I've got long natural hair.
She wants to get it on a t-shirt like this. This is
honestly. So we have but then we so in middle of the conversation, she's Georgia H then shouts to Anton and says, "Are we locked off?" And he's just like, "No, babe, we're exclusive." Do you know what I mean? And Georgia H says that Georgia S thinks that locked off is above exclusive. Like, I'm just like, this is peak whiteness. Anton's just like, right, well, actually, do you want to be my girlfriend? Oh, it's just like, poor Anton, why did you do this? And then everyone in Villa hears this, and it's just like, what's going on?
Hey, this is the beginning. This is the beginning of it. This is the beginning. I'm marked this. This is the beginning of it. This is the beginning of the fight.
Yeah, because it's like
this is the beginning of it, because
she doesn't say anything. She's
bubbling up
too long.
It's bubbling up for Anton. Like he's reaching his he's reaching his simp limit. Like we're seeing it like happen.
Yeah.
So it's bubbling up. So like she's asking him about being exclusive. He's like, fuck it, you my girlfriend?
Yeah.
He's saying it in a joking way, but he means it because like his ego is too bruised.
Yeah.
Like he's this is the beginning.
And she just pauses. She doesn't say anything, and she's just like, don't you think we should have a conversation at a different time? He's just like, nah, this moment is perfect. Do you know what I mean? It's absolutely perfect. Laughing in the background, everything. And he's just like, oh, should we gather around the fire pit? You know, Georgia H just starts laughing nervously. Georgia S thinks this is like, no, this is the energy I need. This is what I need Toby to do for me. And then she's like, Georgia H is just like, yeah, I am your girlfriend. And then Anton, in a sarcastic way, is just like, oh, such a bold statement. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, he hates her.
That was aggression. It wasn't passive. It was aggression. I was like, oh, Anton's pissed.
He's so annoyed.
He's fed up. Like I said, that's why he was talking to Josh. That's why you can't be mad at him for talking. He knows she's tripping. He's tired of this shit.
He is tired.
It has been building up over time. We kept wondering, like, why is Anton not like this is it? Like this is he's finally reaching his limit. And I think
Jordan is asking, how thick is Anton?
He's not even thick. It's just like he thought that this would work. He thought that like just being everything that, because remember, like in the beginning when he was still trying to establish a physical connection with her, and they laid on that lawn chair and they were sitting in front of the pool, and she was saying to him, I usually go for jerks, assholes, whatever, but I've changed my type. And I'm a better person when I'm with somebody who's loving me properly. And he was like, bet, I'm going to be that person. And then immediately Josh shows up and she ran to him, proving that she hadn't changed her type. But Anton had
jumped.
Yeah, but Anton had decided at that point that he's going to be what she knows she needs, because he thinks, okay, she knows she needs me. And eventually, if I keep giving her what she needs, she'll come to me eventually.
Yeah.
And now that he's seeing that it's just not happening, he's getting fed up.
Yeah. He's pissed at himself.
This was his game plan. It was gonna work, and but he's also trying to win. Do you know what I mean? Like, and he thought, like, actually, like if I do all of this, she's got no choice. Almost like she has to conform. You know,
the price was too high. Like the price he has paid has been too high, because like he's not stupid, so he knows how simple he looks.
But
he was willing to pay that price if it worked in the end. And now he's actually hurt, because he's seeing that no matter what I do, she does not like me. She's not gonna like me. I can't make her like me, and that's a hard thing to accept.
And she doesn't want to win. I think that is key. Like, she's okay with not winning.
They never had a chance at winning.
She's super interested in Josh.
Yeah,
and that in itself would piss you off. You'd be like,
oh my god,
talking about Josh this close to the final. Are you crazy?
You know what? You're right. You're 100% right.
If he told her, he would, like, literally, like, oh, you've got one job. Like, kiss me from time to time, talk about me nicely, and we could ride to the final.
Yeah.
And you're now arguing with Josh. It's like
crazy. Sonia Bali says you can't save a hoe, let alone a witch.
Well, it's the truth.
I'm gonna remember that. I'm just definitely gonna remember that one. So so in the morning, Georgia H basically said she had a dream that she had a baby. Anton's face looked like, what are you talking about? And she's just like, oh, it means new beginnings, blah blah blah, this and the other.
I don't believe her for a second.
No, you think she's just making up
that shit up? Yes. Like, most people know, dream about a baby. Yeah, it is. It's like the birth of something new. It was just like, okay, you're just talking for talking's sake. She didn't dream about nothing.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. She's just trying to have something to say. All the chats are indoors because it's pissing down with rain outside in South Africa. And I feel like, you know what, like, I feel this should be the last time they're using this location, because last year we had wind.
It was windy still.
Is it the time of year though?
Why are they going there? This is what I'm saying. They could go anywhere. Because it's British. Why? Like, seriously, they can go anywhere.
Was it okay during the summer season though?
In the summer they go to Marbella, so they're in Spain.
Yeah, they're not in.
They weren't in South Africa for season.
I can't remember actually.
I thought they were there for season 2.
I don't know.
I think early on, maybe they used to do South Africa as well. I think it's about the daylight. I think, but Sonia would know more.
Sorry.
You guys, no Cape Town hate. I think it is the time, the daylight is why they.
But there's other places in the world. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just it's not working.
I mean, they could go to an actual island. I've always just on a basic.
Yeah, I know, isn't it?
Like, why isn't Love Island on an island? But
these guys couldn't afford to give them games, let alone renting out an island.
It's true. They have to make their own food, do their own dates, all sorts. It's ridiculous.
Oh, look at that. No, Sonia said it's rained once in 2 months.
Wow.
And Cape is an island.
Oh, is it? The more you learn.
You got me.
The knowledge.
Thank you, Sonia. Thank you so much.
Was raining almost daily. Okay. Interesting.
Okay.
I never knew it was an island. I actually have friends in Cape Town as well. They've never told me that.
The budget is so tight. Yes, it is. It is.
They have no budget to send them anywhere. They're lucky that they managed to go to South Africa.
It's true.
And keep them all there as well. Like everybody that's been out of the island.
Yeah, it's crazy. So they have the morning chat as usual. Nothing super different. Jess is just saying that she, do you know what I mean? She doesn't want to be a mug and standing away with everything. Like we've had that before. Alpaca was saying she thought that if, what she said to Tom, if it doesn't come from Molly, that it would be better coming from her best friend. I was like, you what, mate? What are you talking about? With your higher witch looking friend. Molly just said she felt bad for Tom. Josh was basically saying that he's over it. Do you know what I mean? Like the conversation with Georgia H has gone on for 2 days, which is 2 days too long. And Georgia H's side is just like, yeah, we'll be civil, but the 10-year friendship we've built up will not progress. And I was just thinking, didn't you have him blocked the other day? Was that Casey? I don't know. Like, do you know what I mean? Like
both of them. She blocked both of them.
So what are you talking about?
Her friendships end frequently, and then they restart because they're not actual friendships.
Yeah, exactly. So Tom and Callie have a bit of a chat. Basically Tom is just like, obviously it was a bit shit situation for me. I was like, look, it's fully done. I found someone else. We've both found someone else, in fact, and we're all friends, and like this is the best case scenario. Tom basically, Tom said, yeah, I don't want it to be like you guys can't be friends. And I was just like, Tom, relax, yeah?
You get cheated on, Tom.
Do you know what I mean? You went one step too far.
That was Tom's arrogance peeking out a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But they're brethren, they're friends. It's a bit weird, but they are mates. Alpaca and Adam had a bit of a conversation about how Alpaca's feeling. And he was just like feeling sorry for her because of how Molly treated her. And I was just like, is this a outside the culture type of thing? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand.
I need a white to explain this lack of accountability to me, because we see it in too many different ways.
Yeah.
And is this a part of their pathology? Like, I need to know, is this like just deep rooted in every single way that they just go around not taking accountability for anything in life, and everybody feeds into it? Because this is crazy.
If you want to break down the psychology of it all, I mean, we can look at world history.
Yeah, I know, that's what I was gonna say.
Isn't it? It's like it's crazy.
Accountability is not something that they're known for.
Yeah, it's not their leading quality. Unfortunately, privilege is a disease. Yes, Jordan, it is for sure. And there was and then we jumped to the evening. They didn't show any of the day. Like maybe there was no budget, maybe they lost the footage, maybe it was just raining. I don't know. They didn't show any of the day. Straight to the nighttime. Molly and Callie chatting again. I really don't know why. Like Callie was just saying to her,
I didn't feel they needed to again. I was literally like, okay, all right, guys.
It's filler, like, do you know what I mean? Like, where he told her.
That's why, filler. They had nothing else to show us.
Yeah.
Basically. Georgia H and Anton were kissing, but for Georgia H, it was too loud. And then she says that his suction was too hard. I was just like, like, I didn't even use the word bitch here, but every time I think of her, I just think bitch. Like, she hates him. She hates him. And Anton was just like, look, right? He's getting annoyed.
On national TV like this.
It was so bad. He was getting playfully annoyed in the beginning, and it's just like, like, I don't want to say what I want to say. And she was like, go and say it. And the thing is, like, she can't handle it. So she should take that line out of her vocabulary, right? Do you know what I mean? And he was just like, why don't you fucking go kiss someone else? And she was like, look, we're done kissing. I'm ready to go back to the group. Now he was just like saying to her, like, sometimes I think I get you, but the other times I really don't. She then starts going into like, I think that you're super judgmental without even realizing it. And he starts finger pointing. He's like, me.
Yeah.
Me. In this relationship, if anyone's selfish, then it's you. Do you know what I mean? Like, it could never be me. It literally, she was just instantly, we're not having an argument. We're not going to have an argument. Like, if she said, I quote, if you think you don't say things that are offensive, then you're on another level, babe. You're living on another planet. This woman is insufferable. Like,
ironic, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. Nah, but I mean, like this. I told you, like that. He's reached his limit. That's all it is.
Honestly,
how can you pie him like that? Like so dramatically. For one, he ain't even being able to lips like for this whole thing. This is probably like one of 3 occasions where he's having a full on with her.
yeah.
And then you pull away and be like, you're so loud. That's
Because
so rude.
Because she can.
Because she can.
It's out of order. Like, and she definitely did pick an argument with him to stop kissing him.
Yes.
No, I mean, no, I think she. No, I don't even know if she was trying to pick an argument. I think she genuinely was just. She didn't want. Like, she wasn't having fun kissing him.
No.
Yeah.
No.
She was actually annoyed.
She hates him.
Like, because when you don't like somebody, like little things they do actually piss you off.
Yeah. Yes.
So like she was trying, like, okay, we're on this show, and you lay on this beanbag and kiss this guy, and like, she physically couldn't do it because the suction was bothering her.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't actually like him. Like these are genuine feelings, but she's able to express them because she's always been able to, and he's always been like, it's okay. Eventually, you'll like me, and now he's realizing that no, she's not going to like you eventually.
Yeah,
and now and Josh has been saying it. People are, no.
This is what I'm saying. When she watches the playback, she's gonna be so pissed. She's gonna be so pissed because she's gonna see the moment where he calls her a janitor, and it's like,
I don't know if she's gonna be pissed. I don't know if she's gonna be pissed or if she's gonna think that she represented herself well because she and the people in her life are gonna keep lying to her.
That is also very,
you know what I actually think. I can see her blaming this on Josh and Olivia Atwood. Let's give it 6 months. Yes. Her and Olivia are going to have a bust up and they're not going to be friends. She's going to be like, Olivia, you lied to me. Josh, you were like she's going to blame them and absolve herself. And Anton somehow is going to get the blame for this as well.
Yeah.
She'll cuss
everyone but her.
Yeah, she does. I mean, and I don't mean to make light of her situation, but she does come into this season with the victim narrative built in. So she's already comfortable in that position and she can play that role. So you might be right. But yeah, I don't see her coming to some realization because I mean, she knows she don't like him. Like this isn't news to her, but she just wants everybody to believe or to buy whatever she's saying at the time, because
that's horrible though.
Is poor Anton? That's the thing.
Anton.
No, I mean, I don't feel sorry for Anton. Look, I understand what Anton is going through right now. I understand, that he's reached his limit, but I don't feel sorry for him because he still signed up for this for Georgia. Like, come on, bro. Like, I know Anton ain't, the cream of the crop, but like Georgia, like, nah, bro. Like,
it's true.
Go through all of that for Georgia. Like,
to be fair, you know what? I don't particularly like anyone but Sophie, really, and Jeff maybe. But like, but
like there are some people who are worth a little humiliation, but Georgia's not one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro. And why is this doing this? Oh God. I think my Instagram connection's gone. Okay, so then they get a text and it's the hideaway. And for some reason, Adam and Alpaca get to go in the hideaway. Do you know what I mean?
Because of Queen Molly.
Because of Queen Molly. She did call it out and she was like, oh, do you get the honey you get? And she was like super gassed. And everything. Adam, it was just cringe. It was so cringe. The pants were cringe. I guess his rest of the name is Big Flex. I was just like, no, this is horrible. Like, I just don't know how you could take a man like this seriously. The only cute thing I will say is like in the in the room, in the hideaway, sorry, when he picks her up and like wrestling her, I actually thought that was kind of cute. Yes.
I cringed. I didn't watch their scene properly. No, I'm not. They just cringed me out. I don't know. And it's not that I wanted to see Josh and Sophie in there anyway. I just wanted.
They were more deserving.
That they would get the respect.
They were more deserving.
They
were the more deserving couple to go in.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
they're older.
that's why
they've been established. It was like, no, this is bang out of order. And I was just annoyed. that Arabella was even, and she was so gassed again as usual.
She was so gassed.
She keeps getting what she wants. That's why this childish behavior persists, because she keeps getting what she wants. She doesn't get disciplined. Molly doesn't pop her.
Yeah.
Then she keeps getting what she wants. So like she'll keep acting the way she acts. She's a kid.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's that, you know. Okay, that thing triggers me. You know, when people do bad things and they keep on getting rewarded. Yeah, I hate that. So I couldn't watch her anymore. I was literally like, this is infuriating.
I would have fast forwarded this entire section if I wasn't doing this live with y'all. Like I stopped reviewing the show a long time ago, but like I wouldn't have watched The Hideaway.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Nah, I like the wrestling. I'm not gonna...
I don't know why you did. No, they're annoying. I think I didn't see it. Did he massage her? Because I read somewhere that he was massaging her.
Yeah, he gave her a massage, but it was terrible. It was really bad. It was like it was like he didn't know what he was doing. And I would have thought, I don't know, I just assumed.
What, because he's a stripper?
No, not even because he's a stripper. He called himself a cheap stripper. Again?
All strippers aren't created equal. And I imagine that applies to both genders. Like there are some piss poor strippers out there. They're not good at their job.
You know what? Yeah, I don't. Male strippers are not my favorite at all. Anyway, right?
I'm just saying, it's in every industry you have people who are elite and you have people who actually suck. And like he probably wasn't good at it.
He's starting at a minus for me anyway. But
definitely.
But yeah, he called himself a cheap. He said I look like a cheap stripper, and I was just like, yeah, you do. You
that was a slip. That was his former life.
Yeah.
The bad ones have to be cheap.
Oh, God.
Exactly. They felt thingy. They felt good with each other anyway, but the massage was dry. No, I was gonna say because if you're into like weightlifting and sports and all that kind of stuff, like a lot of PTs as well, do you know what I mean? They have a basic understanding of massage, do you know what I mean? And he was like, he looked like he didn't, and I was just like, this is nuts. Like, what are you doing? You look like you're prodding her back. Like, this is crazy.
She says she only got it because she is most likely to give it up.
True.
Did they cut away, as they usually do, and go back and we?
Oh, you didn't watch it for real? Yeah, they did.
Watching those two, were they doing stuff?
They did. When he massaged her back, you could see like some of her bum. I was just like, oh, they've done this on purpose. This is cheap. So like.
Oh God!
I mean, and that could have been, and Molly is like we said, Molly is very composed and classy. So that could have been a little like friendly shade from Molly, like take your freaky ass in the hideaway.
True. A lot of people saying that she didn't want to go. So yeah, true.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. No, that was out there. Yeah, that Molly had stated, maybe probably similar to Georgia, like she didn't want that scene.
No.
Like she didn't want that going out of herself. And I wouldn't be surprised if Sophie was the same. Like, I don't want that scene.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. And I just think that Sophie is really like head over heels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they didn't fight for it. Well, we didn't in the edit. We didn't see them fight for it. Do you know what I mean?
No, but they're not going to, because ultimately they don't care. Like, and that's why Sophie was saying we're already up, and she's not even talking about the show. Because I honestly think if they got voted off next, they would not give a shit.
I think so.
They're just like, hey, we good. Most of these people, like that's why Josh keeps saying I'm the most honest people here, like, honest person here. Like, what he really means is like everybody else here is pussy.
Yeah.
He doesn't like. He's cool with Tom, but I don't think he really respects Callum, because Callum has a couple of times just kind of like refused to speak up.
Yes.
When he should.
Yeah.
And
no backbone.
I mean, and you can't really admire Toby, like. So like, I don't think Josh and Sophie have a whole lot of respect for everybody else in the villa, and I don't think they should.
Yeah. No, I agree. I actually agree. So everybody else is in bed. They're laughing, having a great time. Everyone's kissing and stuff, all apart from Anton and Georgia H. Anton basically can't sleep. He, you know, it's on his heart, it's on his brain. Do you know what I mean? Like what
going
happened
through it,
earlier.
man.
You know, honestly, he really was.
He was hurt, man. Anton was hurt, man.
I swear he woke her up, you know. Do you know what I mean? He was like, "You are not sleeping tonight."
Anton was hurt, man.
It's like, no. So he basically says to her, like, do you know what I mean? Like, this whole journey, I've taken your feelings into consideration. And she's just like, look, I've tried to be there for you tonight. I'm so tired of arguing. It wasn't a big deal. Like, we were fine earlier. Why is it this deep? And Callum and Jess can hear what's going on. Like, I think even Jess is up at this point. She's like a meerkat looking over. And like, George H is just like, yeah, I'm going to sleep. We'll start again tomorrow. She's a bitch. She's so cold.
That was so cold. That's when you literally are like,
honestly,
leave me alone.
Does not give a fuck.
She
does not give a fuck.
And you know she slept good as well, innit?
Yeah,
you know she actually slept good.
And Anton, basically, he can't sleep. He's like, fuck this. And you know what I mean? Georgia H is like, I haven't done anything to you. At this point, Georgia S and Toby also notice. Georgia Anton obviously walks out of the room. Jess asks Georgia H what's going on, and Georgia's just like, look, he's arguing over nothing. There's nothing I can do, so I'm just going to sleep. Poor Anton. He goes and sleeps in the doghouse, and yeah, he's sulking. He's sulking, man. Yeah, I just think like Georgia H she's a bitch, man. Do you know what I mean? Because
it's so sad.
She can't, like, it's like she's all well and good, like, you know, people considering her feelings, but she's not considering someone else's feelings. And that shows your character, right? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's not cool. I mean, you shouldn't treat somebody like that. But I mean, you can, people only treat you how you allow them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like this, Anton has established with her over these, 4 weeks or whatever, that you can, use me till you. It's a Bill Withers song. Use me till you use me up. You know what I mean?
It's true. And also, didn't Olivia tell her to lean into the relationship, and she's leaning away?
Strategy.
She couldn't. She did try. That kiss was her trying. And she was literally, I can't do this. I can't even take his kissing noises. It just annoys me.
She can't stand it.
Yeah.
She can't stand it. She wants Josh. I think she wants Josh.
Yeah.
She wants Tom. She wants anybody else. Callum.
Anybody but Anton. And Sunday they showed a clip of all the old Islanders coming back into the villa. What do you guys think is going to happen? What do you think?
What did they do with Love Island games when they brought everyone back? Did
they put them into teams. They allowed them to be on their teams.
What they did was they ended up voting who would be in the final. So the previous Islanders determined who would go to the final.
Yes.
So that's probably what they're doing in this case. It's not. I'm not excited about it. It's been a very underwhelming season.
Yeah.
It has.
I don't think anybody's going to come back with anything interesting to say. I don't know if there can be any drama derived from this. I mean, we're just at the end now, so hopefully they don't do that baby challenge. That's complete. That wouldn't be necessary
at all.
No, it's too late for that, isn't it? I think
we don't need any of those challenges.
Yeah. No.
Let's see the and let's keep it moving and just get over.
Sorry, Nana. There. Do you think the boys are going to get a call home? Because I think this is out of order.
No,
they don't need it. I mean, number one, like this hasn't been as long as regular Love Island, and they don't need it. Like the guys don't necessarily. Like, I need to talk to them. Like, we don't care that much. Like it hadn't been that long. I'll talk to them when I go home.
Yeah, I can't see it being the same for the guys. Really.
No, they're not going to break out in tears, and we don't care.
Maybe Anton.
No, I mean, the Anton, he also puts on makeup for Craig David. So
it's true. He does. He did.
Yeah, no. So we have the Ex-Islanders episode, and then it's the finals, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the ex-Islanders will probably tell us who goes to the finals, and then the public will probably get to vote on the winner.
Yeah.
That's probably how that's going to go.
Okay. Who do you think they're going to vote for? Who do you think they're going to get rid of?
Well, I can better tell you who's going to go through. I think Molly and Tom go through. I do think because if it works out this way, I do think that Josh and Sophie will go through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got a better chance.
Yeah.
Rather than based on the public. Yeah, I agree.
And even with the ex-Islanders doing it, there's a chance that Toby and Georgia make it through.
True.
Because at least they can say that. Well, I mean, they do like each other.
Yeah.
God knows why, but they're.
But Georgia's done a couple people wrong.
Yeah, but I don't think
support.
I don't think that's what they're going to base the vote off of. I think the vote is going to be based off of who are the most authentic couple. Yeah, because I think the other Islanders are going to try to keep the vote like, okay, like we're going to vote through the best connections to go to the final.
Yeah.
So I don't think that Georgia H and Anton are going to make it.
Yeah, I don't think so too.
The public possibly get them through.
Yeah,
but I don't think the other Islanders will get them through.
That is true. That is true. They'll let them go.
Yeah, because everybody that's been there knows you don't like.
Going to go through.
I want Arabella and Adam and Georgia H and Anton. Ideally, that's who I want gone. Like, do you know what I mean? Like those two.
That would be we can get 2 of the witches out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is it.
That would be great.
Yeah, no, you're right. Actually, Jada, Chris, Kaz, and Libby will want Toby. Yeah, and Georgia to go.
And Tyler.
And Tyler, you think?
I saw Tyler bop in. I didn't see Hannah.
Hannah was there. I saw Hannah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hannah will vote for Anton.
Hannah's gonna back the Anton and Georgia H.
Yeah.
She might be the only one.
Yeah.
Everybody else knows she don't like him.
Yeah. Casey is gonna be real. And
he's gonna back let's hope Casey has a chance to talk.
Yeah, we need Casey to talk, man. Because
it would be good if everybody gets a chance to talk. That would
Yeah, we need some realism from Casey because he's
and Chris.
Yeah, and Chris. Yeah, for real.
I need some shade. I don't know what Joanna's gonna say. Joanna's gonna hate all of them because they voted.
And she should actually. Joanna should come back and stand on business and cuss a few of them out.
Yeah,
because she had a real chance at connections, and Casey and Eve immediately left because that wasn't real.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Joanna has a legitimate beef.
Eve is coming back as well.
Well, we know Callum and
Jess are
coming through anyway.
Huh?
That makes you happy that Eve is coming back.
I mean,
that means something.
Eve, because like Jess is missing her.
Oh please, she needs to sack off her sister, man. She's better without her.
She really is. You can see her as an individual. And,
my god,
she's a really easygoing person.
Be nice to Eve.
No. I'm sure
you said no.
Both of them individually are probably really cool. They just don't need to have that twin thing. They're too old. I think once you get over 18, like, come on, let it go. Don't dress alike.
Guys, you're not twins. You don't know. You don't know what it's like.
Let it go.
I'm joking, but okay, right. Shall we switch gears and chat about Love is Blind real quick? I was actually trying to find like a picture of the cast that I can just bring up real quick. And
how far are you guys?
Have you watched all of them?
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Yeah, I did the 6. I'm enjoying these lot, actually.
This is a great season. This is a great season
too.
I'm thoroughly satisfied with this season so far.
Yeah. Can you see the file?
Where is it? I can see it, but I can't see a page where it's got all of them together. Does that make sense? So I can see like individual pictures. Sorry, actually. I should have prepped this earlier, but this is what I can see at the moment. So we can maybe go through like this? Or if you can find a picture of them all together, that would be great.
This works, so we can talk about them individually.
Yeah.
Or talk about their couples as they come up.
Yeah? No, work?
Yep, that's cool.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, Love is Blind, season 6 is back. It's based. Wait, are they in Dallas?
No, they're in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, North Carolina. Why did I see Dallas? I don't know. Okay,
They were, I think, wasn't a couple seasons ago in Dallas. Yeah, the one with Cole and Zaneb, that was in Dallas.
Okay, yes. So yeah, and it does seem to be like a more diverse cast that we're seeing. We're seeing more people of color, I guess, like having lines in the beginning seasons and stuff. It was very interesting. Okay, just for the basis of this, starting with Brittany, who is she's 25, senior client partner. She is her story. Well, to be fair, first of all, I would say about Brittany is she reminded me so much of Danielle. At one point, I couldn't tell them apart. Is it Danielle?
Who is Danielle?
Who's Danielle?
The one who's with Jimmy.
Chelsea,
sorry. I couldn't tell them apart at one point. I really couldn't.
Oh, no, she.
I can see it now. In the beginning.
No.
I couldn't. But like, she's a Christian woman, very like prim and proper, like I think type of girl, like quite bubbly as well. And I guess if we're talking about the whole relationship, she was talking to Kenneth, who's a big, stout black man. He's a principal. I can't remember. I think he's like in the church as well, kind of thing. They seemed like a good match to me. Like, what do you guys think about their conversations?
You go first, Nana.
I can see how they match, but realistically, for life, I can't see this working because I think she's too much of a cookie cutter white woman, and I was like, I can't see how they are going to work really in the real world, living together. If he truly is pro-black. And not pro-black in the sense of like the original terms that you would have a black wife, but that you're even pro-black people. I don't know if she's gonna fit into that. So they're cute and all, but I was like, I don't think this is realistic. Yeah, those are my thoughts on those two.
Okay.
So I think that they are both fundamentally good people. Individually, I like them in their personalities. I don't think they're going to work though, and it's because he's afraid of her.
Okay, explain.
Yeah,
this is his first interracial relationship.
Oh yes, and hers as well, though, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's different, and I can tell you, and I mean, there's just a psychology specifically with American black men, because there's a history of us being literally killed. Over white women. And I can just tell you from my personal experience, my daughter has friends, right? And she goes to a private school, so a lot of her friends are white, and they spend the night at my house, semi-frequently. And I get nervous. Just knowing that I'm going to be responsible for a little white girl in America as a black man it's kind of a nervous experience. So you can kind of see in the interaction between Kenneth and her that he doesn't know how to be romantic around her because he doesn't know what he's allowed to do. He's almost afraid to touch her. He's afraid to be assertive. He's afraid to be like, if she's saying that she wants a man that can take charge and take the lead, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do that in this relationship. So she's going to end up being the boss. And then there's also a psychology behind, some white women who date black men because that gives them a sense of control because they'll never be able to control a white man, specifically in this country. But they have something over a black man. And if she's an alpha woman that she protests to be, and she likes, she may say she wants a man to lead her, but she may not actually want that. And I don't think he's going to be able to lead her because he seems to be just afraid of her.
Yes.
And how to deal with her, how to be with her romantically. He's not comfortable. Like and I do appreciate the chivalry that he's showing. I appreciate how he's trying to take care of her, but like the placing of the slippers, the bringing her chair over and all this stuff, and we see her doing absolutely nothing for him.
And I don't like that though.
Except for congratulating him for how good he's being to her. Like their whole relationship is built around him catering to her and her being and her appreciating him, saying, "You are doing so good. I'm so proud of you. You are such a big boy."
You see that servitude?
Yes.
Yeah, we hate servitude.
He'll protect. He's our guard dog. Like, he's protecting her.
Yeah.
He's doing everything for her. But he can't be romantic with her and they have the perfect excuse because they're waiting until marriage. That's what they've said. Yeah. So they don't have to, if they're not being romantic, we can automatically qualify it as, they're just, they're honoring their religious beliefs. But I think there's an element to this of he's just literally afraid to be sexually forward. He's afraid. He doesn't know how to break that barrier because this is a white woman in America. I'm a big black man. This scares me. Yeah. Literally, she's afraid.
Mate,
I'm gonna
hold out. I'm gonna hold out. Also, yeah, I'm gonna hold out. I want to. Yeah, I want to see more. I feel like their faith is like a really, really, really. It seems like a strong foundation for them.
It could work.
I love the way what they want to do, like in bed, like wrap up their day and like pray together and all that kind of stuff. Like I think it's like the cutest thing ever. Do you know what I mean? So like I'm not sure. I don't know. I hope she seems open to it. Like, like with Chelsea and what's his name? Can't remember his name now. Kwame. Chelsea and Kwame.
Was she called Chelsea?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I remember Kwame. I couldn't remember. I gave her another name. I think I wanted her.
She didn't seem the type in the beginning. Do you know what I mean? But she was very like, she tried.
She seemed the type.
Remember how Chelsea
was eager.
Remember it was getting to the point where it was like, are you okay? Like
Chelsea was eager.
No. I mean, like she didn't seem. How can I explain it? Like I know, I remember that because it was like borderline fetishization. Like, I was just like, what's going on here? But like, I mean, like, I didn't think I can't lie. I didn't think it was going to be beyond that. Right? Do you know what I mean? But I feel like this woman is actually like, look, it will be me and you. Like it will be us against the world. Like I feel like she's that, but I don't know.
I don't. Just what was somebody saying? KB says, I live in NC and folks still proudly fly the Confederate flag in yards, businesses, and cards. Interracial dating is very tricky here.
Oh my God, for real?
No lie. It's a real thing. I mean, and even if the environment is fine, like just there's still a psychology behind it. So they're going to have difficulty with just him breaking that physical barrier and being assertive and being like, how he would naturally be with a black woman. We're not seeing. I'm sure. I guarantee that every one of his exes is watching this. Like, who the fuck is this nigga?
Exactly. You know this. That whole slipper thing, like everything. I'm like, when somebody is being too performative, I promise you. Yeah, he is really come with his absolute representative is there, and even anybody would be like, why is he doing this? And you can't keep it up.
You know how we code switch, right?
Yes.
He's on 24/7 with her.
Yeah.
And you can't sustain that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's what's this?
How do we get rid of this person? I never figured
what is it? What are you doing? Are you trolling? Because okay.
Should I ban them? Can I ban?
Yeah, put them on timeout because you're being weird.
I can't even see it.
I am K. What's wrong with you?
There we go.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you, Nana.
Yeah.
Bye. Okay, cool. So Adriana, bro, we haven't seen. Why is it being weird like this? Why are you doing that?
Adriana?
Okay, Adriana, yeah. We saw her in the background.
Oh, the voice of reason kind of friend.
Yeah. But we haven't seen her. She hasn't made a connection, so I guess we can skip her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. AD.
Oh boy.
Amber Desiree. That's why she's called AD. So AD is now engaged to Clay. She's had a bit of a story because she was choosing between Clay and Michael. Yeah. Yeah. Michael was
Matthew.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Now, boy. Matthew, should we talk about Matthew? Matthew's, I don't know. Matthew was either pranking or trolling the team, or they were in on it. He was either doing that or he is borderline psychotic. Like I don't know what's going on.
You can remove borderline.
Okay.
It's nuts, isn't it? Certified. Like I was like, okay, there's one thing, but having everything written down and your 15 questions that you don't even have an answer for, that's crazy. Having a script that you're following with each girl that you're a psycho. You're a psycho who's fame hungry. Like that's actually really scary that he was even on our screens. But maybe it was a warning for everybody that meets him in the future. Like run.
But why was she falling for it? That's what I couldn't understand.
I don't think she's all there either, honestly.
Okay.
She wants a white man.
Yes, she does.
Yeah?
Yeah.
AD wants a white man.
Okay, explain.
Okay. She was the first one to establish any connection with Matthew. And I think that part of that is Matthew was the only one of those who she initially connected with, right? And so she kind of latched on to that. And then we don't see every conversation, so we don't know who all talked to who. But we just assume that the ones that they show are the closest ones. That might not be true. So some of my premise might be incorrect. But just based on what we've seen, I feel like she had an option with Clay who she felt like this is somebody she knows. This is somebody she's dated before. This is somebody who's likely cheated on her before, done her wrong, whatever. But Matthew, she thought she could come on this show and get what she's never been able to do in her real life. You know what I mean? Because since that physical barrier is broken, like maybe she can make a connection with somebody who she thinks might be better for her. And there is a segment of the population who believes that they would be better off with a white man.
Yeah.
And that could be based on her experiences, things that she's been through. I mean, and then she's also from Boston, which is a notoriously like white racist region in New England, the New England region in the United States. She was a cheerleader for the New England Patriots, like a very successful organization, but historically also one of the whitest organizations in the league. They actually have a black coach now, so that's going to be interesting to see. But yeah, I think that, and then also what confirmed this for me, like not only the fact that she preferred Matthew to Clay, like she clearly wanted Matthew. Like we see how everything played out, but she clearly would have preferred to be with Matthew. She was ready. Like, Clay was in second place. And she said to Clay, literally, I developed a stronger connection with someone else. She told him that verbatim. But then what really confirmed it for me was when they go on the trip, and that whole thing happened with Jimmy. She was in it.
The way she was looking at him.
She was giving him energy, and honestly, and a couple of things that she said about Clay, like she asked her, like, do you like Clay? Are you happy with Clay? And she was like, yeah.
He's a lot.
Even the way she said it was like, like it wasn't like, oh yeah, I love him, I'm excited, and he's everything I wanted. Like, she gave him a little bit of a hint to say, I'm not as happy as I could be.
Yes. And I could be happy with you.
I could be happy with you. Like the way she was looking at him, the way she was talking to him.
She didn't blink.
No, that was so inappropriate.
It was so inappropriate.
What is Jimmy's girl's name? Is she a Chelsea as well? Maybe that's why.
Jimmy's girl? Yeah, Chelsea, yeah.
Yeah, she's a Chelsea.
Yeah. Okay.
There's no way I'm watching a girl like that flirting with my man and staring at him, and I'm sitting down on a chair watching them. I'm going over and I'm going to be a part of your conversation.
To be fair, yeah, Chelsea's got her own issues.
Yeah,
but
Chelsea don't have that. Chelsea don't have that kind of backbone. She doesn't have the backbone on that.
AD was foul. AD is actually like, she's a bit dangerous. She's that.
I wanted to like her so bad.
Same, but no, I was like, no, she's a problem. That flirty woman who skirts around the edge, but that eye contact that she was maintaining with him, I was like, this is off.
Yeah,
no, it was bad. It was bad. And
it was when she wiggled her bum. Yeah, do you know what I mean? I was just like, what is this? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
And you know, I said something about the dress she had on, and of course, somebody in my comments was like, you know, well, the other girls had on, you know, revealing dresses, and I almost saying like, you know, I can't really shame her for the dress that she chose, but at the same time, she was the only one that kept having to make sure that, you know, her sisters didn't pop out. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you so scantily clad in this environment? Like, and
you know what? It seemed overdressed for what it was, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, she didn't measure it right, but I feel like she done it on purpose, right?
She knows what she has and she leads with it.
Yeah,
she knows what she has and she leads with it. So she's comfortable with constantly being sexualized. She's comfortable with him making that comment and then having this 5-minute flirt session in front of everybody. Like it was
in front of his fiance.
Wholly inappropriate. So like, the thing.
And her fiance too.
Yeah.
It was like,
oh no, he's gonna get her back.
Yeah.
He's gonna get her back.
Oh, 100%.
Clay is gonna get his vengeance. Trust me.
Yeah.
But I'm not even gonna be mad at him because I don't believe in their relationship because I don't believe that he is what she wants. But I also don't believe that she is what he wants. But now he's gonna have to get her back. His ego demands that he gets retribution, and he will.
Do you think like her and Clay work on any level?
No. Because number one, because he owes her now. He owes her. Like, he might not say anything, but he owes her. And then also just because I just don't think aesthetically, I don't know if they would have matched on the outside.
No, I don't think so either.
I don't think they're either of each other's type. Even if they were going for a black partner, I don't think either of them are who they would go for.
They wouldn't have picked each other.
No. And they're trying to do this black love thing.
Oh yeah, it's so forced.
And honestly, it's like, dudes, we're not stupid. Like, it's not every black couple that we need to support, and they are. There's nothing. I would say Clay is probably is nicer than her, like just redeemable. Like, I could back him, but there is nothing nice about AD to me. Like,
no, I don't know. Clay did some questionable things. He really did.
They're not likable. They're not the new Browns, are they?
No. Neither one of them are necessarily ready for what they are going for on this show. I don't think, just because of how she's acting, because of some of the things that he said. So no, I don't particularly ship either one of them individually. But I feel like within the context of their relationship, so far, I feel like she's more at fault than he is, and I know I'm in the minority with that, because a lot of people are, you know, behind her and just saying, "Oh, Clay is toxic, Clay is a bad guy, Clay is all of this," in which he is toxic and he does have issues and he probably does need counseling, but she's no walking. I mean, there's a reason that these two toxic people are together. Like that energy usually attracts.
To
be fair, I think she would 100% cheat on him.
Oh yeah.
First.
She was that night. Exactly. She was ready to cheat that night.
It was. She's just a lot, and I can't lie. And it may be a bit like basic, but those two bits of her hair that were just not blended.
I wasn't gonna say that. I wasn't gonna say that because I don't feel like I had it right. You know,
it was driving me insane. Like in the pod, in real life, like you're on holiday, change your hairstyle, babe. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you obviously cannot manage this. This is crazy. But then I was just like, maybe this is like, you know, bad hair, white man. Do you know what I mean? Like, it fits the stereotype.
I think that's a thing. I think that is definitely a thing. What's going on with her is what she's after.
Oh, it was a lot. Okay, we'll probably come back to AD actually.
Yeah.
Who's it? Mackenzie.
Yeah, that's the one that That's the one that pees in the pool and down her leg in the shower and picks her nose. Yeah, she's gross.
Disgusting. She didn't match with anyone anyway. Absolutely disgusting.
Who's
this?
She never talked.
Amy
no.
C? Didn't we?
Never
we didn't see her. That's so sad, you know.
What's that?
I said that when you just don't get featured at all, like.
Yeah. Waste of time. So what's her name? Sarah Ann. So Sarah Ann was also an option for
Jeremy.
So Jeremy, who ended up with, oh God, I can't even remember the name.
Laura.
Thank
Laura.
you.
The one whose eyes are close together.
Yeah.
He's an interesting one, you know, because
Jeremy.
I don't get how, through the talks that we were seeing, how he was so into Laura over Sarah Ann. I didn't get it. I was like, how have you gone to Laura? Like,
they must have talked about background or something. I swear to God. I think it's
when Sarah Ann said she was a conservative.
Yes, she did.
Okay.
She did.
I think that pushed Laura over the top.
Yeah.
That was when okay. Oh, interesting. Because I was just not getting it. I was like, this woman is a bit scary to me.
Yeah, they're on opposite sides of the political spectrum, and that's hard to make work in a relationship.
Yeah. Definitely. Honestly, I don't really have much more to say about her, but
there isn't much to her.
Yeah.
But we do. She's going to pop up again in the preview. She's going to pop up later, and actually, it looks like she's going to talk to Jeremy. This Danette,
we saw her one time sitting at a table, and we never saw her again. And she was beautiful too. We saw her one time sitting at a table when the other girls were talking about some other situations, and then we never saw her again.
You know what the thing is, because when seeing her in the background, I thought she was going to be in the running for Clay. Just visually, she's the one where I was thinking, Clay is probably going to have that storyline like Ivana and Jarrett.
Oh, yes.
You remember he had like a kind of like an Afro-Latina that he was kind of interested. I thought we were going to have that dynamic with AD, which didn't come along. But yeah, I thought we were going to see her more. She looked interesting. Like, I actually wanted to hear from her.
You know what happens? Like a lot of the people with the most sense often don't make it to filming.
Yeah,
true.
I think she has too much sense to be with Clay or anybody else that was there necessarily. Or she could be one of the ones that did couple up, but since they were so normal and sensible, production just decided not to follow their train. So she could be with somebody else for all we know. But like, I feel like a lot of the people that we don't see are like some of the more level-headed people who are in the cast.
Yeah.
Sunny, did we see her? I don't remember her.
Not really.
No. Okay. Laura, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Laura.
They're right next to each other. You tell me I'm lying. They're right next to each other.
Laura is with Jeremy. You know, she through her journey, she kind of tried to keep it a secret, like who she was talking to and everything. She kept it to herself, and she was pretty successful, I think. She was also the person who told one of the girls. She basically
told Jessica. She told Jessica that
that's not your man.
Yeah,
you need to go home.
She kept it real. When she kept it real, and I actually respect her for that. Like, I really do. Like, she did keep it real there. She looked out for her in that sense. But I think that this woman is very fake.
I don't know if she was looking out for her. That's what I'm saying. Like what you just said. I don't know if it was that she was looking out for her, or she was like, "Yes, let's get this pretty girl." Like they didn't want her to win.
Yes,
they didn't want her to win.
Absolutely.
Serious?
I think they set Jess up.
Oh, they did not want her to win. Because I mean, they can clearly say that they can clearly see that in the real world, outside of this environment where the physical has no place, Jessica walks all over them.
Yeah,
all of them could take all of them, man. Yes,
all
definitely. I think they were like, we don't want Jessica to couple up and be a part of this.
Because they would have to worry about all of their potential husbands seeing Jessica in the real world and being like, oh.
Yes.
I mean, they're gonna see her anyway, but they rather them see her in this context and as one of the participants.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Jess got set up, definitely, and she is a part of it. Laura was a part of the setup.
Laura, oh, mate.
And
Okay,
she was nasty. I feel like she was nasty towards AD with that whole bean dip situation.
Oh, yeah. Okay, like, you're an American. Tell us, like, what is... I've never heard it before. That.
Never heard it. I don't think it may be just a cultural thing. Like, maybe it's just not Black Americans. But I've never heard that before. And then Clay said the same thing, that he never heard that before. And I thought it had some racial connotation. I was offended.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
I was offended, but I heard some other people look it up, and they apparently it's a thing. Like it's a common thing, and apparently it's not racial, but it's at the very least. So
you just slap a titty, and that's called a bean dip.
At the very least, it's some white frat shit. Like it's not some shit that we're familiar with.
Right.
Yeah.
Seems strange to me. I don't understand why it would even be a joke either. Like that was confusing me.
But she was so dismissive. She was so dismissive and like and rude to AD when she was like, "Look, it offended my fiance." And like, it wasn't like, why would you even make that joke? Like it's not an appropriate joke. Like why would you tell your fiance to touch my breast?
Yeah. But I think AD handled that well, to be fair. Do you know what I mean? She didn't let her get away with it. Like she kind of like pulled her back. And even when Laura tried to dismiss it, she was just like, no, this is what it is. Like, do you know what I mean? So I think she tried.
Yeah, but I don't like Laura. I don't think Laura is a good person.
I don't think she doesn't like Jeremy. Like that's my vibe. I think she doesn't like him at all. Like
Jeremy is a lot. Jeremy is a lot.
Yeah, he is. He's high energy.
He is a bit of a clown, definitely.
Yeah,
but she absolutely has the ick.
Yeah,
and instead of just walking away, there's an element of she wants a bit of fame from this. So I think that's why she's carrying it on. But
I mean, she has employees. She has to.
I don't know how he likes her, to be honest.
I know she's horrible.
He was saying she's beautiful.
I think he just wants a woman, like a body.
Or blonde. I just like, is this blonde?
Dude's just horny. He'll get over it soon as well.
What, Chantal?
It's crazy. I had a white woman flick my nipple before. I was livid. What the type of shit is this?
I'm shocked. That's crazy. That's crazy. You're getting slapped. Or more. Like something's happening.
Sometimes they think they can do inappropriate things because, like, you know, for less things, like, you know, Mm-hmm.
Shantae said at work.
At work. Nah. First of all, I'm retaliating, and then we're going to HR.
Yeah.
Or I might do it in HR. Jesus. Okay, Laura. Okay, so Jessica. Now, Jessica also wants fame, but I did like. I liked
her. She's intense though, but I like her.
Intense. Yeah.
I mean, she has to be intense. I mean, if you think about her background and what she's been through, like, she has to be like a very like intense, forward look. You know, I have to protect myself. I have to look out for myself. She's had to be that way for a long time. So I like her a lot. I think Jessica is I think I didn't like the fact that she didn't tell him immediately about her child. I feel like that is something that should have been.
I didn't like that either. I thought that was so weird.
I understand why she didn't, because she's saying that she wants them to get to know her just for herself. But the fact is, you're not just yourself.
Exactly. So like it doesn't solve anything. Like just tell them so you filter out them anyway. Like, do you know what I mean?
And she probably screwed herself in doing this because obviously Jeremy was not okay with this.
Yeah.
And if she had told him this earlier, maybe she could have built a connection with somebody else and, you know, still be on the show, be getting married, all that stuff. So I think she ended up screwing herself in the end by not being forthright about it, because somebody would have accepted her.
No, it was Jimmy. It was Jimmy, right? Not Jeremy.
Did I say Jeremy?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And Jimmy wants this type of work. He's gonna be crying in pain.
No. she ate his ass up. Like that statement when she walked off.
Yeah. No, she done well. That last bit, she really did done well, man. She was just like, what did she say? She was just like,
she said you're gonna choke.
Yeah, you're
gonna need your EpiPen.
Yeah. Because you're saying the girl that you're going for, Chelsea,
is a butters.
Basically what she said. You are going to pick Chelsea over me. Watch. And she weren't wrong. Like,
she's not wrong.
She is 100% right. But and I know we'll get to Chelsea.
Yes.
But that was very manipulative.
No, it was. And the thing is, I think she knew that I'm gonna blow this up now. Do you know what I mean? Like she was just
it was 100% manipulation because there was no. She brought it up. She literally led to that, to being able to make that statement. Have you ever been told you look like a celebrity?
Yeah. Okay, let's get to Chelsea. Let's get to her.
Are we done with Jessica though? Because like,
what else do you want to say? I think that's with Jessica. I think I want to see her again.
Properly, yeah.
We'll definitely see her again. She'll have her moment in the sun.
Yeah.
But
she opened up her heart. Jimmy's a pussy-o. Like he should have.
It's not Jimmy anyway, because he ain't gonna be a dad. But I want her to have more screen time. So I really do think she deserves love, and it will come to her soon as well. It would have been great if she had found it. I would have liked to have seen her journey with somebody.
Yeah.
And you know what? I have a theory.
Yeah.
And this might not be right, but one of the things Clay said, like he said he gets a lot of women, but he typically doesn't get the woman he wants. I feel like Jessica might be the woman he wants.
Yeah, maybe aesthetically. I don't know if that's who she wants.
No, I mean she didn't pick him. I mean, we never saw them talk. We don't know what their interactions were like. But,
that's interesting though. That's an interesting. I can't wait to see her interact with the guys. Definitely. There's more to it.
Everybody's gonna like her. So
100%, 100%. It's gonna piss them all off. Okay, this girl, bro, Danielle. I didn't see her. You see her?
She don't look familiar at all. I don't remember even seeing her even in the background. Oh, well.
I saw her in the background.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't remember that.
Yeah, like I saw her smile a couple times, maybe.
Oh,
there we go.
Chelsea.
Megan Fox.
If you squint and took off her chin and half of her forehead, maybe.
You know what? Yeah, like the thing is, like if you was just describe Megan on paper, do you know what I mean? Like brown hair, kind of intensity eyes. Do you know what I mean? If you said that, then yeah, a lot of women look like Megan Fox. But like
it's the body though. Like
it's basic stuff. I mean, if you describe a human being, we're all similar.
It's basically like saying a standard human has like 2 legs and 2 arms.
I have eyes and hair. I look like Megan. Like there's nothing there.
She didn't say like a bigger version. She didn't say like, do you know what I mean? Like not body shaming or anything, but like she didn't.
But it's real.
Just didn't clarify.
It's not body shame. It's just.
I know, but you know, people take it that way. Like it's just she went with that was manipulation as well, as far as I'm concerned. 100%. She was just like, she knows what he's gonna think if I say this.
Yes.
Even the way she said it, she tried to say it in a way that seemed unassuming. Like,
yes.
So people say that I look like, oh, what's her name? You know her name.
Yeah.
You know her name. You are obsessed with looking like her.
Yeah.
You know her name. You know what her name is.
Who was it? Was it that you? I think it was you, Tara, that said her back is too big.
It is. Her back is too big and her face is too long.
Exactly.
Someone in the chat said she was like Natalie Nunn.
She does look like Natalie Nunn. That's who she needed to say.
More like Natalie Nunn.
A mix between Natalie Nunn and Megan Fox would have been more accurate.
There's no mix. She doesn't look like Megan Fox.
No. And his dumb ass just ate it up. His dumb ass.
I know.
It was at that point he made his decision.
Yeah. Because he was thinking, oh my God, I've got some hot, spicy little thing.
Oh,
she's a flight attendant. She's a flight attendant. She was a yoga instructor.
Yeah.
She worked in beauty.
Yeah.
Flight attendant, yoga instructor, beauty, looked like Megan Fox.
You
was
know
over.
You would have thought that you had Jessica.
Basically.
Do you know what I mean?
And that's what's so ironic about it. Like the other one, you could say looked like Megan Fox.
Yes.
So Adele without talent.
Adele's prettier than her. That's out of order.
No, Adele is prettier.
Adele's prettier.
Adele
this girl ain't pretty.
No.
Like, do you know what? This is the thing, yeah. What is taking the piss? And also, she actually looks better without makeup, because when she had no makeup on, I was just like, oh, actually, like I can see your natural beauty, and you should probably go with this more. But yeah, like she was the way she ran, yeah. And someone just said it like a T-Rex, yeah. She
kept spinning around talking about I'm sweating. Well, be still.
Exactly.
And the thing is, this whole I'm sweating, I can't lie, it was adding to it. Like he was so taken aback. Jimmy was so taken aback that he forgot to get down on one knee. I swear the producers had to tell. He was just like, oh, you're so pretty.
Because it's a lie, isn't it? Can you imagine what you would have built up in your head, and then this chick comes out? You'd be like, oh my God, I was absolutely lied to. And Jessica tried to tell me that I'm being lied to.
And I fucked up. Yeah. And then he was just like, oh, you know, it wouldn't have mattered what you look like. I swear to God, he said that about 100 times. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered what you look like. It matters, bro.
It came out. It came out. She lied to me. He said, like, she lied to me.
Yeah.
She lied to me. He is vexed.
He was so vexed.
But he doesn't know what to do because it's on camera.
But now it's too late now. And now he can't be an asshole because he said love is blind, and I don't care what you look like. You know, painting himself in it. And that's why I appreciate Clay. Because Clay was straight up like, look, if I'm not attracted to you, it's gonna be a problem. Everybody else is playing like it don't matter. Like that shit matters. Like there has to be physical. I'm sorry, there has to be physical attraction. But you know, now Jimmy has made this proclamation that, you know, he loves her no matter what she looks like, so he has to pretend like that's true, and it's not gonna happen.
He don't like
she screwed both of them because Trevor was so much better for her.
Oh my God, yeah, that's a better match. Like I can't. Don't get me wrong. Like Jimmy, I don't know what people are seeing, and Jimmy's not a.
No,
he's punching, bruv.
Like, Jessica, and that's why Jimmy's gonna be so upset because Jessica's the type of girl that only gives him attention in a strip club.
Yeah.
Jessica's don't approach him in real life
at all.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
He pulled something that he doesn't.
He played himself, man.
Yes,
he really did.
He did play himself, and so did Chelsea as well. She played herself as well.
Yeah.
So, like that big dude, Trevor, would have loved her.
Yeah, buying her gifts, telling her he loves her, like being like, you're the only one I'm here for. I have no other dates. You're the only one I'm interested in. I know who I want. 100%.
You know, I think that Chelsea also, because Jimmy was interested in Jess, I think that made Jimmy more appealing to her.
That's 100%. That's what it was.
Like she can win against. Can win against someone.
This was her chance to win against a Jess. She's never won against a Jess in her life.
Exactly. She wasn't really interested in Jimmy either. It was just like, I just want
she was interested because like she feels like, oh, if she likes him, he must be
he's a catch.
Yeah, he must be the cream of the crop. Because she's the cream of the crop and here with us, he must be the cream of the crop over there. And
when she was just like, he said to her, oh, I thought, you know, I thought you wasn't going to tell anybody what I told you about, say, when he said I love you. She's like, oh, I didn't. I just said.
They had to get Jessica up out of there. Yeah, they had to.
I was like, what? And when she said, she started off with I didn't, and then she said, I whispered it.
I whispered.
Like, you said you didn't. Like, again,
did you tell someone you didn't?
And she told the person that she knew was going to tell.
Yes.
She told the person that she knew was going to tell Jessica.
Yeah. Exactly.
She didn't tell Jessica, but she told the person she knew was going to tell Jessica.
Yeah. She was like, she had plausible deniability, mate. That's she tried. She really tried.
No, that was a targeted strike.
Sonia Barley says that the Megan Fox from TMU.
Absolutely.
No, but also as well, this woman is unhinged. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the argument she had with so obviously like AD is flirting with Jimmy. She is like, but Jimmy says she's stacked, right? He said that AD is stacked. Like she's so pretty. Was completely inappropriate. He shouldn't have said that at all. But Chelsea then's like, oh my gosh, guy.
Insecurity.
What do you do to get your back? Like, do you know what I mean?
It was so, oh my God.
It was so cringe. It was like
it's insecurity. It's insecurity. It's like
but like
it comes out. It's like one time I met this guy. I was all right. This is a long time ago. Long time. Long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay. I was out with this girl that I was dealing with, right?
Mm-hmm.
And her boyfriend was there. So she introduces me to her boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
First thing he says to me, because this was back when I used to work out, and like I'm not in shape anymore. But first thing he says to me was, "Oh, you're mighty big." You know, it was very complimentary, but almost in like a, "Oh damn, like how does she know you?" You know, type shit.
Yeah.
And that his insecurity came out in our introduction because he knew she was messing with me, right? But he wasn't gonna do anything about it.
Yeah.
But that's what happened here. Like her insecurity, because obviously the thing she's probably most insecure about is her body.
Yeah,
it's obvious that's what she's, because she said it when they were on the beach. She didn't know if she'd be comfortable wearing a bathing suit around him.
Yeah.
So him saying something about someone else's body to her specifically was extremely like triggering for her.
Yeah.
And then that insecurity just came out with her. Let me make light of it. Let me bring it to light. Let me say something to make it seem like I'm not bothered. When the truth is, she was extremely bothered.
Yeah,
she really was, and she probably would have thought that AD would be a respectful, like new friend.
She didn't know that AD was actually a city girl. Yeah, they keep saying it in the sense that she's from the city, but no, she's actually a city girl.
She's a city girl.
She didn't know. She picked the wrong. AD 12 showed her bum,
wiggled her. It's just like I go to the gym. What did you say? Gym and Jesus.
Gym and Jesus.
Squats and Jesus or something like that.
Yeah. Imagine adding Jesus into this.
Oh my God! Because she knows, like.
I mean that was a flex. That was a flex. Yeah. She's saying I'm blessed with it. Y'all can't touch this. Y'all don't have the minerals.
And I mean, she ain't lying, because actually look at Chelsea.
Yeah.
Like, wide flat batty, like it's actually he's an arsehole, Jimmy is actually an arsehole.
But do you think he was getting revenge because she lied? Do you know what I mean? Because
it wasn't revenge necessarily,
but I mean, like it kind of comes out in different ways. Like it's just, it leaks, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. He was drunk and it came out.
Yeah. He's just like, that's what I consider to be.
that would have been nice.
Yeah.
But also as well, he was ready to risk it all. He didn't give a shit.
And you could tell he was guilty because he came under like, "Oh, Clay is so wonderful. Like I really like Clay. Like I love Clay. Don't you love Clay?"
He's up here for me.
Yeah, he was so guilty. He was so guilty.
He really was
eyeing up her titties and everything.
Oh my God!
And she loved every second of it.
Yeah, she really did. Like she was staring at his eyes. She didn't blink, and then you just see Chelsea in the background fuming. Doesn't know what to do with herself. She's ordered a drink. She's standing there awkwardly, like not.
She done move location. See, like they were talking so long. She had a conversation with Amy, like standing up, and then went and had a whole other conversation with Amy sitting down. Like they were talking for a minute.
Yeah, staring at each other as well. It's so crazy.
It was weird.
It was so weird. It was so weird.
I really don't understand. Like, cause I've been watching like other people review this show, and people they're not pointing that out. They're not seeing that AD was complicit.
This is I don't know how.
How can you not?
I wanted to like her.
Yeah,
But
same.
everything about her, I'm like, oh no, this is so trifling. Like I can't excuse this.
She's a predator.
Yeah, I can't excuse this. Like this is, and to then be barefaced in Clay's face talking about you need therapy. I was like, this chick is crazy. Like both of you.
Clay gonna get her back. Clay gonna get her back.
They both thingy. Like, I don't know what's going on with AD. I really don't. But like Clay and her, this is gonna be a toxic mess. It really is. Do you know what I mean?
It's going to be a mess.
Yeah,
and he's gonna be painted the villain, but they're both villains. They're both villains.
Yeah,
because that's not how you handle yourself in a group setting. Like seriously, AD didn't do herself any favors at all.
In a group setting with your fiance, talking to somebody else's fiance.
Nah, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. But Chelsea, when she went back to the room with Jimmy, and she was just like, "I'm so uncomfortable." She done this weird voice. Did you notice?
Yes.
That her whole voice changed.
She said she was uncomfy. She said comfy.
Uncomfy. Yes, you're right.
And again,
I don't know what this little girl thing is. And
like,
also even how she started off that conversation by being like, "Are you okay?" Of course he's okay. He's been flirting. Of course
he's fine.
He got energy. He got his ego is boosted a little bit because he got energy from AD.
Yes. And then say why you're not okay. It was I hate that, like you're trying to paint somebody else to be like, oh, so you're not okay. He was fine. Say why you're not okay and do it in a proper voice, not the baby voice.
Yeah.
Again, I don't even know how he was responding to her. Why are you talking like a child?
And then when she's sitting on the bed and like pulling him close, like to hold her hand, it was just weird.
And I know it the whole time in his head, he's thinking,
yeah.
You know he was.
Honestly, I don't want it. I don't want to be here.
I don't want to be here, man.
Honestly, oh my god,
that's rough, man. That's rough.
I felt like she was weaponizing the "I love you" bit as well. Like, do you know what I mean? It was just like try. I don't know. She was trying to catch him out or something. I didn't like it. I just thought this woman is really manipulative. Like. And she's really, really insecure.
You did it to yourself. Like you gave this guy a false representation of who you are.
Yeah.
You made him pick you over somebody who you know he would have been more into. And now you're dealing with the consequences because you're like, and she's gonna show up. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for her and Jessica to be in the same space. I cannot wait.
Honestly.
And for Jimmy to see them juxtaposed. I cannot wait.
Yeah. Let's see. Who's next? Oh, what's her name? Amy.
Oh yeah, that's Jeremy's girl.
She's no.
What's his name?
That's Jeremy's girl. Jeremy.
No, it's not. Jeremy's with Laura.
Oh no, you're right. Johnny.
Yeah.
Yes. Days, man.
There actually is.
I forgot about Johnny because they're so boring.
Oh god,
they're so boring. They're authentic in their relationship. I think will work. I think this is the most secure couple.
Yeah,
but they are completely and utterly boring. I'm not interested. I don't care.
They're boring.
I'm wondering what their journey is going to be. Maybe when they move in, we're going to see something about them. But at this moment in time, it's like, okay, cool.
But she's not attracted to him though. Like she says, like. She wouldn't normally go for this type of. She made a point of saying it. Like she usually goes for dark. She said it twice. Like she usually goes for like dark skin guys. I don't know whether she was coded of like. Are you saying like from your culture, from black, like you're like everything but him?
Yeah, I think she means both her culture and black. I think she's been down both streets.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just don't think.
I was interested to see how she would react to Clay showing up, but they didn't really show. They didn't really show.
No, they didn't show that. No, they didn't. They didn't. And also, Johnny disappeared for a little bit as well. That was weird. There was like a bit of a cut when they were on the beach and stuff. Like she was just like, "Oh, where is he?" And then he disappeared. And then he was just in the group
as well. She didn't seem to be interested in the girls.
Yeah,
she did. I mean, the girls' chat. I was like, this is highly inappropriate for somebody who is going to be your husband. you're saying is going to be your husband to be talking about the size of his penis. I was literally like, this is crazy. And you don't know
and you remember who brought it up, right?
Who was it?
That was Laura, isn't it?
No, City Girl brought
it
up.
Was it AD?
Oh yeah, AD. Yes, it was AD. Yes.
Like, have you touched it? Have you seen it? Like,
is it
like,
big?
Oh.
I thought
it was Laura, because wasn't she eating those baby bananas and she was
that's when she was joking with Jeremy, talking about what it reminded her of.
Oh yes, you're right.
Yeah.
So she was digging at him, talking about this little banana reminded her of.
That's that's horrible.
Yeah.
I was like, they're all.
No, she hates him. She hates him.
They're not a nice set of women at all. But to be like, he's got a. I was like, no. And somebody will come and take your man. You don't know these women.
AD.
Yeah. Right, and I think Chelsea's lying, because she was just like, he's huge. I was like, you're lying.
We remember Megan Fox. We know Chelsea's lying.
Yes. You got form. She's got form for lying. Do you know what I mean?
AD will go and try it out and come back to her and be like, you lied.
Yeah. She lied, just like she lied about looking like Megan Fox.
Yeah.
Because like, come on, like,
I hope that gets around as well. I hope Jimmy tells someone that's what she said.
Yeah, Jimmy needs to tell the guy.
Yeah. He needs to tell everybody.
Seriously.
He's probably too embarrassed to tell everybody though, because then they'll know that that's why he picked her, and he'll look stupid.
He'll look like an idiot. But everyone knows now anyway.
But now they think he picked her because they had a real, personal connection, emotional connection
and stuff.
Like,
he's a noble person.
He thought he was getting Megan Fox.
This girl, Amber. So this was the girl that was in the triangle with.
Applaud her.
Yes. Who was she in the triangle with again?
I respect
Matthew.
Yeah.
Matthew and AD.
Matthew and AD.
Yeah.
And so Matthew basically said verbatim the same thing he said to AD to Amber, and Amber was just like, "Bro, I'm off, gone, out." Deuces.
She reacted the way a sensible person reacts.
Yeah.
Not going back and trying to get him to convince her that it was only for her.
Mm-hmm.
That's what AD was trying to. She wanted him to convince her that she was special.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, no, AD wanted that white dude. She wanted that white dude. That's what she came here for.
That's what she came here for.
Honestly, Kiki Newton says, "I'm supporting AD during Black History Month, but come March 1st."
I know. I will ride for a black, but no.
No, AD's making it problematic, and those two flyaway pieces of hair.
I don't like her hair.
I can't.
Her eyelashes are crazy.
Oh my god. Okay, right. Can we talk about it? Because I love a lash. I love a lash. I love thick lashes, all of that kind of thing. I wear lashes probably every day, right? But like, there's something going on. Like, either she's putting them on wonky. I think like when you've got really thick lashes, they have to be perfect, because they're not balanced.
They look
like, you know what I mean?
They always look like one is about to drop off.
Yeah.
Or both are gonna fly away. Like, literally, I'm looking at her like, why are you doing this?
Her hair, they're too heavy. They're too heavy for her eyes. They're not the right shape either. She could invest in a different curl. She should probably do individual lashes rather than strips. Like, all of these, like, she needs a bit of an upgrade there. Like, it's too much. It actually is too much.
Everything. Like,
her
hair and her eyelashes. It's like, literally, she's crazy.
I know I can't say these things, so I appreciate y'all for saying it.
It was a lot.
I try to stay away from that stuff, but 100%. And I don't understand lashes just in general. Like,
in general, I love lashes, love them.
Yeah, that's a y'all thing.
Yeah.
Yes, the eyelashes are definitely way too much. It just makes her look ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then her staring at Jimmy with them, I was literally like, this is just annoying.
And because she's got kind of round eyes, so like, and you can see like you can see the white underneath her pupil, like, do you know what I mean? So like there's specific ways that you design your lashes for your eye type. Like, do you know what I mean? And the way she's got it wrong, it makes her look just so intense. Like she's trying to do a doll-like look, and it's like, no, babe. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not working. It's too intense. You like it's coming on crazy a little bit. Like, do you know, especially when they're lopsided. Like, it just looks nuts.
KB said they make it look like Dumbo.
Yes,
bro.
Wait, do y'all have Sesame Street over there?
Yeah.
Sesame Street.
Yeah.
So y'all remember Snuffleupagus?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But like, I think even long lashes, can look really nice if they're like. I know it sounds bad, but I did look into. I love lashes. This is why. But like, you can see the glue build up as well. So like, you're still so it's just looking too clumpy. Do you know what I mean? Like when you have individual lashes, like depending on what style you go for, you have like either a fan or one lash. They should be like, you'd be able to separate each little thing. Like it looks like it's too clumpy. It looks like the glue is spread. Like, do you know? No.
I need to do a side by side.
Don't like it.
Snuffleupagus.
Yeah.
Yes, Snuffleupagus.
But it's not good, is it? It's not.
No. And it just makes her look more unhinged. And I need her to leave this holiday, get back and sort out her look. If I'm gonna continue. I need it.
But the thing is, because this is the holiday, this is probably like peak. I'm trying my best. Do you know what I mean? Which is annoying because if this is the bet, like, bro,
I need her friends to sort her out.
I don't know if she has. I don't know.
You know, that's what I was gonna say, Dayo. It's just like, I don't know if she has friends. And
I mean, we'll see. We'll see what kind of relationship she has with her friends because the way she's acting around other dudes, other women's men, like I don't know.
I don't know.
That doesn't usually. Say, if she does have friends, I feel like they're not going to be a group of black girls.
Very, very possibly, and that could also be just a product of where she's from. Like I said, Boston is different.
Yeah. If we see friends, I think I can imagine the group of girls that she hangs with, and I don't think they're black. She may have one black maybe, but I don't.
New Edition is from Boston, so I mean it is some niggas in Boston, but I ain't you know.
Boston that was a long time ago.
David says Love is Blind need to put a black hairstylist on the crew.
All of these shows.
There we go. Sonia always giving the facts. 90% of her friends are white. Just stalked her Instagram.
No, there you go.
They're
not telling her.
They're all coming together, guys.
They're not gonna tell her.
Her look suggests she ain't got any black brethren.
Do you know what I mean? Because they're not gonna say like, "Oh, your hair's flying away again." They're not gonna say like, "Do you know what I mean?" Like, you need to.
Or just that shit looks stupid.
Bro.
Oh my god, she did have one black friend who had short hair. I knew there's always one.
But Amber, we rate her because she was just like, hell no, deuces, I'm off out of the game. You will not make a fool out of me. She left the game. We appreciate you, Amber. Oh wow, who's this?
One time we saw her. One time I saw her one time in the lounge. Maybe I saw her talk to somebody one time maybe.
Okay.
She would. Oh, that's nice. Didn't see her. Maybe they'll have side character. Okay, the men.
Clay probably asked her if she was petite.
It's true.
Oh God, heaven. Matthew the psychopath. 37 as well. Jesus.
No, he got bodies.
I can't lie. He was really giving. He gave serial killer vibes. I'm not gonna lie.
He eats people.
It was worrying. He was worrying. It was actually worrying. I think we said a thing about Matthew. Kenneth.
He's scared, man. I'm telling y'all, he's scared.
You think?
He doesn't know how to act. He doesn't know how to act.
I like him though. He does
Yeah.
actually seem like he's a really decent guy.
Yeah.
I want better for him, and I think he's a catch.
He's a principal at 25. Like, you know, got his head on straight. I like Kenneth a lot, but yeah, this is foreign territory for him. And he's as nervous as me when I gotta be responsible for white children.
You're good even allowing that.
I know. I was gonna say the same thing. Like, well done, you, because
I'd be scared.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, and we don't even do sleepovers unless it's family, like outside people. I'm too scared.
Yeah, no, it's scary. I mean, and then they want to go jump on trampoline. Like, nah, man,
no, you're gonna sit quietly.
Nerve wracking.
Kenneth got baby making hips. You're a joker.
He does.
Oh my
Bless
god.
Kenneth, man. Bless Kenneth. Do you think he was a bit jealous of Clay and AD though? Because he was just like,
I don't know, because AD is kind of a bird, so I don't know if
that is not his type. I think he literally was being like, let me have black chat. Like that was probably producer led, but no, that is not the woman that he would.
No, he don't mess with AD.
Do you think because you know AD basically spoke about like the interracial thing, like she asked him direct questions and stuff
that's because that's what she's thinking about for herself.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it was all pertinent questions, but she also needs to think of those things.
Yeah.
If she wants a white man.
She's gonna steal Jimmy, innit? She's gonna steal Jimmy.
She's asking Kenneth about it because to kind of live vicariously, like, oh, how is it? This is what I wanted. How you liking it so far?
Who's this guy? Austin. Didn't see him.
I'm gonna have to jump off.
But
you guys carry on and go through this.
Yeah.
I will be in the chat. Yeah, I've got to go to Camden quickly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yes. Guys, I'm jumping off. Dio, we have to do this again soon.
100%.
Thank you so much. This has been crazy. Carry on, because this is fun.
Pleasure meeting you.
No, I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Guys, we'll just go through the rest of these. I don't remember seeing this guy, Austin.
We didn't see a whole lot of him.
No. Okay. What about who's he? Jamal.
Yeah, that's the dude that split his pants when he sat down.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I do remember that.
And the only other time we saw him was like when he was kind of consoling Clay in the lounge.
Consoling Clay.
Yeah, when Clay was upset
and he had his colored glasses. And
he was the one that handed Matthew his book and said, "You're welcome," when Matthew just walked off without saying thank you.
Yes. Matthew's weird, man.
He's a murderer.
And I thought, does he not like black people? That's what I'm thinking there. And then why is he chatting to AD? Like,
he was playing with AD. That's why when Amber left, he was like, "Oh no, I don't really want to pick AD." I'm gonna leave playing around. Yeah. He was never gonna pick AD. He was always gonna pick the other Amber. He meant what he was saying to the other Amber.
You think? Well,
I thought he was just as much as a psychopath can mean it.
Okay. Yeah. Jeez, man, such a weirdo. Okay, Jamal. Oh, would have been good to see more from him.
He got too much sense. Yeah, he probably has too much sense.
Oh God, Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Not really liking this outfit. Jimmy's punching.
He wears stuff like that.
Oh.
Like even when he was breaking up with Jessica, like he had like his pants were cuffed at the bottom and pulled up. Like he tries to dress like that.
Oh, for real? I didn't even notice that at all. I really didn't. So what do you think was going to happen with Jimmy? Do you think like...
Well, I mean, I don't know how much we can take from the previews because they usually try to mislead you a little bit. Yeah. And have you thinking something's going to happen that ultimately doesn't. But it looks like, that there's at least, some inappropriate conversation with Jessica. So I was more interested in like how Jessica would react to seeing him in the real world and being like, "Oh, I'm fine." You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So we'll see. But I don't know if he got money like that though, and she is, looking for a stepfather. She might
Go on, sorry.
I was saying she might still be on it, but I didn't
Mm.
think that she would be pleased with him aesthetically.
No, I agree with you. I do think though that I think Jeremy has money. Like, do you know what I mean? That do you know what I mean would be impressive in that sense. But like, I don't know. I don't know if they spoke. Did Jeremy and Jessica speak?
We didn't see it.
We didn't see.
Yeah, we never saw him talk. I mean, I'm sure all these people spoke, but they don't show everything. So,
Yeah, mate.
we never saw it.
Yeah, Jimmy's gonna give us a little run for our money. I think that he definitely isn't attracted to Chelsea.
Absolutely not. He's faking it, completely faking it.
Yeah. And whether he's going to continue doing that, they're going to convince him to continue doing that.
Can only do it so long.
Yeah, exactly. This guy, Vince.
Background character. I remember nothing about him.
Nah. See, at all, actually. Clay.
My God, man. Like,
yeah.
He's Clay's got issues.
Yeah, he does. He does.
I like him because he's at least honest about his issues, but honestly, that's part of his game. Because then he can ultimately be like, "Look, I told you from the start." So
yeah, exactly. So there's kind of no accountability there, I think.
Yeah, there's a level of manipulation to that. The fact that he's so upfront about his not so good ways, because he kind of builds in like, look, man, I told you I was working on this and I'm trying, and you have to help me be a better man, that type of stuff. He's looking for somebody who does exactly what AD is doing. She wants to do the Captain Save-A-Ho, so to speak.
I think that he is what's the word? I just think I don't think he's ready for marriage. Like, do you know what I mean? I kind of don't think he should be on the show, to be honest.
I think he wants to be. I think he genuinely wants to be ready for marriage, but he has the physical requirements are going to be a thing for him. His wife, he's going to want his wife to be perfect in his eyes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you saw that in the conversation with AD, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, if she was to put on a little bit of weight or have a baby and stuff, he would tell her, and they went back and forth in that.
That's because the only thing he appreciates about her is her body.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if she loses that, there's no more appeal.
Yeah. Oh, mate.
It's tough, man. It's harsh. It's harsh to say. I don't like saying it, but it is what it is. Like, if she loses that figure, he's out the door.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap for him. But to be fair, I feel like he'll be out the door anyway. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I think he wants to.
Yeah, but that's our only chance to hold on to him. But I mean, in fairness, like I said, I don't know if she necessarily wants to hold on to him ultimately, because I don't think that's what she was coming for.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a toxic mess, man. Yeah, he definitely was an IG baddie. Yeah, for sure. I agree with that, KB, for sure. Clay, let's see. We're gonna see more of him. This guy, I remember his face. What was he? Nolan. Who was he talking to?
He might have been the taco meat guy.
Oh yes. Is that a thing? Did people say that? Or
yeah, chest hair, calling chest hair taco meat. Yeah.
Oh.
I've heard that my whole life.
Oh wow. Yeah, did not like that comment at all.
Taco meat. Yeah. It's not the greatest visual.
Seriously, was not impressed. I was just like, ew, putting off. Trevor.
Feel sorry for Trevor, man.
Trevor looks like, what is he wearing? Looks like a cartoon character.
Trevor is Trevor. What I appreciate about Trevor is he is authentically him. Like, that's how Trevor dresses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's not trying to really impress nobody. Like, he's just Trevor. Like, I fucks with Trevor. It was sad what happened, because he was actually being really like vulnerable and sincere and kind, and like everything that Chelsea says that she wanted, Trevor was giving her. And she just threw it in his face because she wanted to steal the guy from the pretty girl.
Yeah, this is the thing. Do you think he moved too slowly as well, though? Because obviously Jimmy went in and said like, "I love you," didn't he?
No, he said "I love you" to her before Jimmy.
Oh, did he? Oh, I must have missed that.
Or I think.
I thought Jimmy said it first, And then
No, because I feel like it kind of came out like in just normal conversation. They were going back and forth. He was like, no, because I love you. Like such and such doesn't matter because I love you. I feel like, I might be wrong, but I feel like he said it first. But either way, he was being way more intentional about her than Jimmy ever was. Like he was the one that was giving gifts. Jimmy was saying, I'm not giving either one of y'all gifts because I don't know which one I like.
Yeah.
And she signed up for that.
That's crazy.
Rather than him, and she ate it when they got on. Because I tell you, she sabotaged herself because when they were on the trip and they first got to the hotel, and he was sitting there talking about Jessica and going on and on about stuff with Jessica and like she looked.
Yeah,
like,
I remember that.
Yeah, like he keeps bringing her up because ultimately he's feeling like he made a mistake now that he's seen it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Trevor got a raw deal, but we'll see him again.
Yeah, we'll see. So in the clip they show them talking, and she says, I think they say that they're still in love with each other, or she still loves him, or something like that.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Yeah, which is
deep down she knows that that's who was for her. She knows.
Yeah, exactly. She chose.
And then and then when she sees him, like I think that's more what appeals to her. Like she's she was talking about she drinks beer and like stuff like that.
She likes mullets. Like, do you know what I mean? Like
her vibe.
Yeah, this is it. Like, I think this is more in line, but he's just probably a nicer version of the same type of guy that she's been with in the past. Like, more in line with that. No, for real. Trevor, man. Oh, this guy, I don't know who this guy is. Drake.
Yeah, I mean, we maybe saw him a couple times, but he never really materialized.
Oh, not Drake. How's your name, Drake?
White Drake. This guy had a funny line.
What did he say? Ariel.
They were in the lounge, and he said, I don't remember who he was talking to. It could have been Clay, or it could have been the dude that split his pants. It was like, if this was love, if this was like is blind, it would be easy.
Oh yes, yeah. I do remember that actually. Yeah, that was his one line.
Yeah, that was his one shining moment.
They were like, "Yeah, we're gonna get you in there. You're gonna make the cut. You're gonna make the cut." Jeremy. Oh, mate, this guy. Go on. What was you gonna say?
I think I like Jeremy.
Yeah,
Jeremy is a lot, but I think I find him kind of funny. Like he's somebody that I could joke around with a little bit.
Yeah,
he probably gets to be a bit much over time. But yeah, I didn't have any issues with Jeremy.
No, I think he's too much. I think his energy is like way too intense.
And well, like, I mean, I think have like he definitely shouldn't have brought up that bean dip thing. That was to even bring it up.
It was weird. It was absolutely weird, and like I just think like he doesn't like what's her name, Laura.
No,
he actually doesn't like her.
No, I think he's gonna like Sarah Ann more, but they're just not aligned politically, and I still think that's going to be an issue even if they tried. I don't think it would work.
Yeah, fundamentally, right? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, no, for real. I agree. Bro, who's this guy? Dion.
Yeah, we saw Dion a couple times in the lounge, and he seemed really cool. He seemed really, like I said, the most sensible people don't make it through. Like, because they probably figure out really quick, like, you know what?
This ain't for me.
This ain't for me. And I'm not willing to act how I would need to act for this to go any further. So
yeah. And also they don't always show all the couples, right? Oh, like this guy I don't know who this is. Ben.
Yeah, don't know him.
I didn't see him either. No, he can go. Oh, Johnny.
It's forgettable. Nice guy.
Nice guy, but yeah, I don't know what we might see a bit of a culture clash. That's probably about it. But he seems cute. Like he likes Amy. She kind of likes him. I don't know.
I think she genuinely likes him, and but you can tell like that's not her normal physical type, but she's actually trying. And she's trying from a genuine place. Like she wants to try. She's not trying like it's not like a labor for her to try. She's not like, okay, I'm really trying to fight through this physical barrier. She's like, there is a physical barrier, but because I do like him so much, because we did really have a strong connection in the pods, and she does love who he is as a person, she's giving it an honest try. And I do think that there's hope for them.
Yeah. Right. I don't know. Is that everybody? I think that's everybody. Yeah. Okay, so who do you think is at this moment in time? We've got like just a couple, like 5 connections, right? That went away on the thingy. Who do you think is going to make it down now?
So far, just Johnny and Amy.
Johnny and Amy. Yeah.
I don't know about Kenneth and forget her name.
Kenneth and
Brittany.
Brittany. Yeah. Brittany. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said, I'm concerned. I'm still like, I don't know if he's going to be able to. I don't know if he's ever going to get comfortable enough for them to get to the place they need to be romantically. Because right now, I just don't see the romantic connection with them.
You know what? I don't know, man. I don't know if it's going to matter. I don't know if that's going to matter. I think they might make it. I think they might actually make it, but I think their faith will bring them to like the marriage part. Whether they'll stay together, I don't know. But like, I think they will. They seem quite strong in it.
Yeah,
right?
they do. Yeah. But I mean, if this continues to be all about him serving her and never, because at the core of it, he may, he does respect her wishes to wait until marriage and all that stuff. But at the core of it, he's still a man. And men are very physical, and if she's not showing him any kind of physical affection, because remember she's saying she wants him to pull her, but because he's uncomfortable, he's probably not going to do that. So she's going to need to show some physical interest for them to start breaking barriers, even if it's just making out, doing bits, as y'all say. Like for that to develop, somebody's going to have to break that barrier, and I don't know if either one of them is going to break that barrier, and he's going to need that.
I think she probably will do that, to be honest. Yeah, maybe they'll try.
I'm pulling for them because I do think they could have a good relationship. So I'm pulling for them.
Yeah, no, I think they could work. Abinat, Clay, and AD for real. I can't see them make it done. Like honestly.
We'll see what happens after Clay's revenge.
Yeah. You think he's gonna go for it?
We got to wait for Clay's revenge.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. So we had 6 episodes. I think like the next batch is coming out on Wednesday. Yeah, and we'll review those too. But Daya, I think we're done for today. We had a long session today. Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure. I loved every second.
Really appreciate it. Yeah. Seriously. Like as Nana said, we definitely have to have you back on again. Anytime. Yeah, no, I appreciate it and stuff. And guys, thank you so much for watching and joining with us. This is probably the longest episode we had in a bit. I really
my bad. I'm long-winded. My bad.
No, not at all. But we've covered Love Island, we've covered Love is Blind. You know what I mean? There's a lot happening today. But guys, make sure you follow us on all the platforms, please. On YouTube, follow Your Aunties Could Never, Nana Evans.com, Hey Sade Salami, and Daily Diet as well, kind of thing. And just a reminder for those that are in London, me, Nana, and Farah are going to be in Box Park, Wembley tomorrow. There's still tickets available for Dirty Debates. So guys, come and say hi if you are able to make it. But yeah, thanks guys, and we are back on Monday. We have another special guest. We have Queen E with us on Monday, so join us, and we're at a different time. We're at 4 p.m. We're going to go a bit later as well, kind of thing. So yeah,
you got a big dog on Monday.
Yeah, excited.
You got a big dog on Monday.
Yeah, we do. Love Queen E, man. She's amazing. So yeah, one day we have to have everybody on. We have to have you, Cam, Queen E, like hopefully Sarah.
I want to meet Cam. I fucks with Cam.
Yeah, Cam's good people, man. Seriously.
Oh, yeah, I like Cam.
Yeah, definitely. We should definitely do something with all of us together. But yeah. Guys, have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday. See you later. Bye. I have to end the stream today.